Hello everyone and welcome to Ready City Crit's Dragon Heist. We are back and actually on a schedule for a change. Let's see how long that lasts. I give it a week.
I give 4 days.
Right. So, we will just go run. I'm obviously your Dungeon Master Harna. Let's kick it off with Vil.
Hi, my name is Vilsort and I play Sullivan, a shifter rogue, which is best buddies with my friend to my right here, or left.
Oh, hello. Hello, my name's Lux. I am playing Bosco, who's a halfling artificer. And we're going to go to the person above me.
Hello, I am Rob, repping the new design of the t-shirt, and I play Logan, the human paladin, and the party's teddy bear, let's face it.
He's definitely a bear.
And I will go to the person to the left of me, which I never know where to point on these things, to Gabriella.
Hello, I'm Adam and I'm playing a resident human warlock and questionable moral compass, Gabriella.
So relative.
Morals is relative.
Perfect. Few announcements. Obviously, Rob is repping our new Ready City Crit shirt. All the merch is available over at the usual merch places. There's tote bags, journals. I recently picked up a couple of stickers as well. They're actually really good quality. Highly recommended. They are very, very good, very, very nice. And I'm still raising money for all those good animals all over the world with helping the Blue Cross. So if you want to check out my Tiltify, it's all on there as well. I think that's it from most of us, and I believe we're ready to jump more or less straight into this mess. So, we last left off. After a rambunctious night out partying and many regrets, Gabriella ended up meeting Davil Starsong upon a chance. Discussing his business endeavors and his already established connection to the party, he wished her his condolences. Gabriella's secret was revealed the following day. After some shopping and scouting, Bosco revealed that the Black Viper had returned to the Rosnar estate. Gabriella eventually shared with the group that her true identity was that of Sylvia Rosnar, a noble whom was sentenced to prison for attempted murder against her own family. Theorizing the Black Viper must thus be her sister Isvile, or her mother, the party hurried to Rosnar Villa to see if they could aid. But before help could arrive, the party were attacked by a mysterious cloaked figure from across the street, wielding a magical bow that could propel arrows across plains, and a magical enchantment that allowed them to see through walls. As the party and Isvile fled, with her Black Viper gear, Bosco sent a message to the assailant, assuring him there'd be never chance to finish the job, if he worked for Davil. Upon that behest, the attacker fled, and Bosco returned to the group, informing them that he'd scared the attacker off with his flamethrower. The party all hurried back to the safety of Trollskull Manor, where they were gladly greeted by the Fellowship of Innkeepers representative Boxley Fairkettle, who brought along representatives of various guilds. After setting Isvile up in the basement for safety, Sullivan felt overcome with an urge to kiss the mysterious Black Viper, who batted him away in confusion, leaving Gabriella, or Sylvia, with many questions. And that is where we begin today.
Alright, at that point, Sullivan's gonna kind of like just stay at the corner. Return her belongings. And
She'll take them.
Logan, I think he's kind of holding court in the main area with these 5,000 guild representatives, not necessarily being the savviest negotiator, so would probably just be provisionally accepting the first offer that everybody put down for things.
That's good. I mean, Boxley is kind of like walking you through and introducing everyone. He's like, this here is Hammond Craddock. You've met him before. That's Justin, who represents the Guild of Butchers. That there's Stephen. He's from the Bakers Guild. That one there, Petronella, she's the Launderers Guild. Next here is Gasson. He's with the Dung Sweepers Guild. Then next to him, there's Zerwowski. He does the Loyal Order Street Labourers. Then you've got Britain, who does the Stable Masters and Farriers Guild. Then you've got Dayak. He's at the Guild of Fine Carvers. Be good for making a new sign, maybe. And you've got Cholera. She's from the Guild of Glass Blowers, Glaziers, and Spectacle Makers. You got it through broken windows. You got Sellers and Plumbers Guild. That's Arkand over there. And then you got Sukev. He's Carpenters, Roofers, and Plasterers Guild. So he can maybe help you patch up those weak walls and the roof with a little bit of damage as well.
Yes, splendid. One of each, sure.
Yeah, and they'll all come to you and they'll all kind of present their case. And like it is a multitude of overheads and costs. Essentially, to give you a rough idea, to get like the bare repairs done, like alone, so that's like roof repaired, walls all repaired, the plumbing all sorted, the cellar like, you know, safe to like be used again, like no risk of the floor collapsing or anything like that. All your windows repaired and a new sign of whatever you want to call the establishment. It's going to cost you around about 650 gold. Then there is various deposits for services, things like if you want to use things like the Launderer's Guild, if you want to have any like tablecloths or you know, bed linens for yourselves, anything like that, it's 100 gold deposit for the service, and then they just will continue to swap out and they'll charge you like basically a monthly stipend, depending on how much comes their way. To clean up the street outside, the Dung Sweepers Guild, they require 25 gold piece deposit. The Loyal Order of Street Laborers, who basically clean up everything that isn't dung, they're 50 gold, so they do like all your litter picking, things like that, just in the surrounding areas. So nothing interior, all just on your exterior and like on your property and stuff. If you want to keep any, you know, like any for horses or for like fires, things like that, then the Stable Masters and Farriers Guild of Britain can basically set you up with like some connections to local stables, so like you don't have to have the horses hitched outside. Like you can have someone come collect them and take them away, or they can drop them off there for a fee, and then, you know, get like a discount and stuff like that for anyone who stays. And then your suppliers are things like Boxley, who you've already kind of basically have established a connection with. That's why you've got all these benefits. There's also the Distillers, Vintners, and Brewers Guild. That's Hammond, who basically tells you that he's the one who had like the big range of stock for you to try. And at this point, you're probably like sampling like, you know, lots of fine wines and like spirits and things like that. That he's brought in like lots of miniature bottles. And he basically explains like, you know, you can run. We just sell like shit beer, and it's like a 50 gold piece kind of like setup fee. Or you can be like, we sell a big range of spirits that can go all the way to about 1,000 gold. They're almost limitless on how much you want to spend on that. The Guild of Butchers, if you want to get any meat or anything like that, they just charge per delivery. So as you need it, it's about 3 gold per delivery. And the Bakers Guild, again, they'll charge another if you want to have any baked goods or bread or anything like that. They'll just charge kind of like a flat fee now, and then just like a little stipend, kind of similar to the Launderer's Guild. So there is a fuck ton of just like things being presented to Logan, like, try this bread, oh, you should have some of this wine, like, I have some fine cured meat. I'm just like, you know, bam bam bam.
He's trying it all.
Yeah.
He's having a nibble of everything.
Yeah.
Never finishing anything, just buy and then probably just drop it on the floor.
Yeah.
Not give it back.
Wow.
Like, splendid. Yeah, lovely. Scrumptious.
So, just a side note, sorry, because I haven't got it in my notes here. How much money was given to us for a loan?
I believe you were given 2,500.
Yeah.
Huh, neat.
That was 2,500.
And see if you guys have a rough idea. Basically, once you're set up, Boxley he'll give you estimating on the size of the building and your expected footfall and how many staff he thinks you'd need. He'd say you're probably looking at a cost are going to run 60 gold pieces for every 10 days. That's like hireling wages and just other expenses, things like, you know, paying for your deliveries and things like that. And then how running a business basically works is at the end of every 10 day, you roll a D100, you add the number of days, so you add 10 to that result, and then we're going to conduct a table, which basically is a set fee. And then if you do anything to, like, you know, help the business, you can, like, you know, add to that, or if, you know, if you've got like debts that need to be paid, that might be a lower modifier. But then, you know, you can basically, if you roll above 50, it basically like breaks even or makes money, or if you roll under 50, it will lose money to a certain degree, but it'll never lose more than the 60 gold pieces per 10 day. It's not like, you know, you're not like a gambling house, unless you want it to be.
Sounds expensive.
But yeah, that's like a rough idea. So around 60 gold pieces per 10 day, but then if you have less staff and stuff like that, then that cost will obviously go down, but then so will your overall service.
Logan will speak to, is it Boxley?
Boxy Fairkettle, yeah, he's the little halfling man.
He's like, listen, we're sending a lot of business by the way of the guild. Is this like the best price you can offer, or is it, is there some negotiation? I'm not a business person. I'm a noble. My name, Margaster, you probably know it, carries some weight around here.
I think most of the repair aspects and the deposits for the services are more or less fixed, but you might be able to swindle a little bit on the supplier side of things. Hammond, as you can see, he does love giving away free samples, and some of that stuff you'll probably never fucking sell. You can try to maybe swindle him down. Justin runs the Guild of Butchers. He's a bit of a hard ass. When I first started opening up my places, he used to threaten to turn me into meat if I didn't pay the full price. Maybe not one to go for with him. Stevens is nice enough. He'll probably cut you a pretty fair deal. Usually just asks for a few branded signs and things around, just stating where your breads and things come from. Just points them in the right direction. If anyone wants to just get any patience with that.
Okay, splendid. So let's say yes to all the repairs, and they can just do what they need. I don't know. Do we pay up front? Do we have to babysit them?
You can pay when the job's done. Obviously, someone might need to be present just to oversee, make sure they can get in and out, or you can leave it unlocked. It kind of brings me on to the next point. You probably want to look at hiring some staff, getting them trained up and ready to go. I've called 4 times in the last 2 days, and the place has been empty. Like 2 of those times.
Yes. No, we've been rather busy with things. Bosco, are you okay? You're having a little moment over there. You just keep bouncing up and down.
Yes, I was just thinking about the things going forward.
Okay, could we perhaps get Google to keep an eye on
just
the
think
place?
about the future.
So I'm wondering if we need someone to, keep an eye on the place. Google has an eye he could spare, surely.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't see why I couldn't.
Perfect. Perfect. We have a friend of a friend who can be here at all times, but yes, staff should be perfect. As the naturally most charismatic of the group, I will most certainly be the direct manager of these of the help, and as such, I should be responsible for who gets hired.
Of course, you can. I've not really done much in the way of promoting your hiring. If I was you,
Okay, you should do that, or get one of your people to do it.
Sure. I can have a little look-see and see if I can get anyone to put some word out to his tavern.
I mean, I know I've already done a bit of promoting, but we could always go directly to the Wazoo, the Waterdeep Wazoo again. I'm sure we could swindle him into putting our pub in the paper.
Yeah, any press for the opening night would be good. I would say if these lot get cracking now, I think it's probably going to take just over a 10-day, maybe like 11, 12 days or so, which is good because in about 14, what date is it? Yes, yeah. So in 14 days from now, it's the 19th of chess. That's FA Day. It's like the spring equinox. And then 2 days after that, it's Twin Parades, which is this big kind of like parade that goes up and down. Normally here at the south end of the city, but everyone still kind of comes out, So it'll get you some good footfall and a good boost to opening the business.
Just to remind me, where did we put the money? Was it in the tower?
I believe you stashed it in the wall. Yeah.
In the Wonder Tower.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, we got about 2,500 gold to spend. So...
Hang on, is this the tower where we've also put the Master Thief?
No, you put her in the basement in the end.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Because the theory was like the one wall kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah, that's fair. So we could go, up the wazoo and get some, staff or get some things drummed up in the paper and be like, hello, I know there's this thing that happens every year that's amazing, but we're going to add to it by being super amazing. Yes, let's do that.
Sounds good. All right, and I suppose it depends what time you guys are open from, because obviously you're not really going to want to work anyone past 8 hours. So, if you want to just do like an evening shift and only open in the evenings and just, do late night food and things like that, you're probably going to want like a cook, maybe a bartender, a couple of barmaids, just like, walk drinks around and serve tables, things like that.
Yeah, I think we definitely want to get some good cooks here, a good chef, maybe a good bartender that can train the rest, experienced ones.
Yes, and perhaps if we would like to open more for the early the late lunch brigade, early afternoon, we could always man the stalls ourselves. Not me, obviously, but you. And then we could have the staff for the afternoon working until the middle of the night.
Yep, sounds good. So you'll probably want at least, I would say, probably 2 or 3, maybe even 4 then on the floor, and at least 2 cooks just to cover that as well. As many or as little as you like. If you're saying your mutual friend of a friend, they might be a good shout to serve. Or even just run drinks if they're not that, bright.
Let's put a pin in that one and wait and see. You can have an interview. How about that?
Yes, let's go. Yeah, again, I'll put some word out.
At the very least, it's free labor. Get them in for a trial shift. It's such bullshit, this hospitality thing. Get them to do a whole shift of serving drinks, and I'm like, no, thank you. Can you imagine that happening?
Well, luckily in Waterdeep, we've got quite good, workplace laws. So generally, trial shifts things don't tend to happen very often.
Oh, darn it. I mean, I was kind of hoping for a little exploitation here, but maybe in a fantasy universe somewhere.
Maybe.
Listen, fuck the fourth wall. Why don't we try to... We know some people in the trade. Why don't we go to them? Sully, why don't you ask your bonny person for what we might need to look for in bar staff? Because
I was actually thinking
I don't
that.
know.
Perhaps
I don't actually know what's good other than making them very good looking.
Yes, I can go and speak to her. Maybe she knows some connections that she can help us. I'll go and have a chat to her.
Perfect. And Gabriella.
Yes, you see her like walking probably through one of the doors, like looking into the room full of guild participants, just trying to move away. He's like, yes, Logan?
What are you going to do that's useful?
Honestly, I can just go around recruiting. I'm pretty good with talking.
Sure, why not? We'll let you have a little...
How about we let Gabby do the interviews? Sure, Gabby has a good insight.
I'm more than happy to do so. I'm rather good with people. For the most part.
Sure, why not? And I'll sit in with you, but I won't do much of the talk.
We can be good guard, bad guard.
I don't think we need guards unless the bar staff are very cheap.
Saying, never mind.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't tend to fraternize with guards. Perhaps your experience is different.
A bit.
Okay, so boxy kettle fellow. Let's get the repairs done and aim to have those done in just over a 10-day. Let's have more of a... Gabby, you could maybe have an insight with you being a woman on the decoration and things. You've got a keener eye than we do.
That is a bold assumption.
Oh, do you not have a good eye?
I mean, I used to do arts and crafts like 10 years ago. I can try. She
Okay, that's a yes. Splendid. Okay, why don't Bosco? You look like you can handle a drink. Why don't you and I have a little chat about what we should actually sell?
Yeah, that's a very
Before we go our separate ways with these guild members and going around, what is our actual aim for this place? More high end, more lower,
Well, we don't want it to be a shithole. There's enough of those in the dock ward. We need to kind of be able to pull from perhaps some of the well-to-dos of the nobles without actually, expecting nobles to turn up to a place like this. But, perhaps their senior wait staff or, head butlers and things of that nature.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree.
Fancy, but
That's a good
not
idea.
too fancy to turn off regular people.
Pleasant place.
exactly.
Yes.
I'm thinking like on a fine line where we have the luxurious insides, but we still serve a reasonable cost.
So
Two.
fancy but approachable.
I think you should have a lot of sexy barmaids as well. That is,
I
be
don't.
beautiful.
That doesn't go too much with fancy, but
Very sexy with big badungas. Everyone is gonna
Uh,
come. Everyone is going to come and spend money here. It's a great idea, my friend. Trust me.
I mean, to be honest, he's not wrong. If they're more appetizing to look at, it normally
Pretty girls
more
will attract
generous.
wealthy man. Wealthy man's gonna spend money on the pretty girls, and then we'll make more money.
Gents, don't worry, there's a reason I'm sitting in on the interview panel. Don't you worry. Oh, Gabby, shit, you're right there. Okay, look,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the talking. I'm only going to look. Only going to listen
how-
on the interviews.
Sure. Yeah. Fucking sure.
Wonderful. I mean, sure, if they're down for it.
No,
But
no.
listen, why don't we? Let's not do the expensive spirits and shit. Let's not do the pig's wool ale. But let's offer
What?
It's a mid-range kind of.
Yeah, something
Yes.
like.
Should
mid-range,
we?
like real ales and such, and lesser spirits.
But I
Should
would.
we possibly? There you go.
I mean, we do have an actual spirit.
Yes, I know. I thought it would be insensitive to make the connection, but sure, go for it.
I mean, I was thinking maybe we should have at least like one or two high-end spirits, just for when the how should we
that-
say this?
I mean,
More
having the
private
spirit of-
customers.
For when I fancy a drink with my noble friend.
Yes, of course. And when our special guests come.
Yeah, something a bit more.
Oh yeah, I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Oh.
Yes.
Also remember that we have Leaf here. Leaf is going to be a very good selling point for the tavern. Imagine, come
That
to the
is
tavern,
true.
and the ghost is going to be a waiter of some sort, no? You see the drinks flying around, everyone's like, oh my,
If he's fine,
it's
with
going to be
that,
incredible.
Hey Leaf, drop a wood chipping or something on Sullivan's head if you're down for helping us out with a bit of, publicity.
Make me a persuasion check.
Rolling some dice, motherfucker.
First dice roll to session.
hey,
You see that one of the old beer taps kind of like pulls like down, and a few drops of old probably quite
Slug.
disgusting sticky mess pours out of it, and then it just soars towards Sullivan.
Can I just dodge this?
yeah.
Like a fucking attack or
He actually rolled a 17 on the dice. What's your AC?
AC 16.
Yeah, Lift's gonna hit you with this it just it hits you square in the forehead. It just wipes off a bit that's kind of tacky. It's oh, that's gross.
This is well worse than Google.
oh,
No,
do
I
it
should
again,
call
do it
him.
again, do it again.
Listen, why? Okay, so we've got Leaf, and we could have some spirits served by him, like spiritception or something.
Oh, I like
So,
that.
sure. What are we doing about the name? Because presumably
How
we'll be
about the
size.
living spirit?
Okay, literally any other suggestions?
The spirit of the living.
No. How about?
The spirit that lives in the tavern.
I kind of like the
Are you writing a children's novel, or are you naming a pub?
How about? And hear me out.
The Curious Incident of the Spirit in the Pub.
How about the gin in the bottle?
The what?
Gin. Genie. Gin. The drink.
Oh, you're doing a gin thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, I didn't fucking get it.
Me neither.
I mean, you're not the smart. Anyway.
It depends on how
You
honest
don't
you want
know.
it. We could do something like the Tainted Souls Tavern, but I mean,
That
Oh,
sounds
that
like
sounds
I
I'll
personally would
never
stay
go to-
away from the word taint in your name. That's just, you're gonna attract a weird crowd.
I don't know.
How
I could probably
about-
get a few people down here with that name.
Okay, I have another one. How about the Spirit Ale?
The
I mean, I
Spirit
quite
Ale.
enjoyed.
The Spirit
Uh,
Ale.
I quite enjoyed the Old Familiar.
I think that is a good name. I like it as well.
It's true, and we could maybe, with the fancy spirits, do a little cocktail like an old-fashioned, but call it an old familiar.
How about the
Mhm.
old familiar Spirit?
But why do you
Sullivan,
need to
don't you have a barmaid to go simp for?
right?
Ah, about that, I
I
just
think I can
remember.
hear her.
I can't go Siboni, but remember, there's also a fella friend of ours that also resides in the Yoni part of.
I also
And I
about
think he might be a little bit pissed off of us at the moment.
I was about to say maybe a meeting should be arranged in our interest of carrying on as we are.
For what? You know what? Actually, let's have a little sidebar. Us four. Google. Leaf, if you're around, come and join us. Can't really say no. We
I
don't
mean,
fucking know where you are.
Just to say this right now, we have pissed off quite a few people. It could always be the Xanathar as well. We don't know. It's definitely.
Let's talk away from these 5,000 halflings, shall we? Like, it's just kind of he's going to kind of start wading through people.
Yeah.
Just of.
They're all
shit,
halflings. There's like
it's-
dwarves in there, gnomes, a couple of humans as well. But Logan just like painted them all with the halfling brush. Maybe he doesn't mean by race. Maybe he just means by like social status.
You'll never know.
Wow.
Yeah, come on, through the sea of underlings. Oh, we've
Well.
lost someone.
Social status killed Gabriella.
And
anyway,
we'll
this
probably head outside because that's the other thing we would ask for.
Stairs interior
the
could
map
be
to
connected.
amended.
Yeah.
For the stairs to be just kind of put the exterior wall out a bit.
Yeah, they'll literally just probably where that top corner is there. They'll probably just like literally latch that, like knock it in, put a new supporting wall around it, just connect it up like so.
Cool. So after pulling the group away to somewhere quiet, we'd then have the conversation about our fraternizations with organized crime away from the guildies.
Probably wise.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's our Logan.
I,
So what was going on with the guy? Because he clearly liked me because he didn't even try to shoot me.
well, what I gathered, Sullivan and Bosco, you were working for him before for a short while. From what I spoke with him, then I met him. We had a short chat. He dropped a subtle hint to the identity of the Black Viper. In retrospect, it was a bit more obvious, but I didn't think of it at the time. And he didn't like the Black Viper due to the fact that she meddled in his business. So he wanted her removed. We prevented that, therefore, he might be angry.
I'm pretty much sure there's some more people that hate her, not just.
Yes. This don't forget. Let's not forget we have pissed off the Xanathar.
Oh, this
And-
is not
Also
and-
pissed off my fucking family. Might I
Exactly.
add. And
So-
we have lots of power. We're basically going to run this place. sometime.
Exactly.
Sure, yeah.
The Viper is got a long list of enemies, not just us. So we can't just assume it's just the.
But it's the main issue,
Well,
isn't it, though?
Would it be an idea just go down to the basement and ask her some questions?
I'm more than happy to talk with her.
If she's
So
going to be
still
here,
now?
it seems like she's going to be here for a while. So I think we should get to know her a little bit better.
Oh, I know
Yes,
her decent amount.
let's not have just Gabby and her. at
Oh,
the
of
same-
course, I
together.
understand that.
Yes. For both their sakes and ours. Okay, let's have a little wander and have a look.
I mean, he didn't seem to like fire, so one bonus.
Sorry, Hannah, you said when I was in a table and with the view last time, you said there's a big orc with a bow.
Yep.
Behind his back. The person that I saw on the other side of the window,
Yeah.
did it look like him, like with his clothes or his bow or anything? Is there kind of any kind of check I can do to?
I think someone tried to look and recognize them already last session.
Did they?
I believe someone did.
Someone did.
Someone
Well,
did attempt it, and it was
all you could see was like he had a dark cloak.
it was
You can
Bosco.
see-
Bosco tried to get a look and try to basically get on the same thing. He only rolled once though. Just roll me a perception check for yourself retroactively, Sullivan, to see how much you would have seen in the middle of the combat. So you can try to piece it together now.
Also, can we take a short rest while this is happening? Is this more than an hour?
Perception.
Yeah, you guys be here for more than an hour. All the dealings with the guild take like it's not I hand waved it because we would have had the same conversation 20 times over. Yeah, at 10 they were both medium-sized humanoid creatures with bows. That's pretty much it. Like it could be him, but like, he had a hood up, here. Like the individual you saw had a hood up, a mask. You couldn't even you could see the glowing eyes, but you couldn't see anything else around them because it kind of like just was all shaded. Kind of similar how, very traditional assassin kind of style. Like potentially, it would be similar enough that they could be the same, but you couldn't say for definite.
Okay.
Well, to the basement we go then?
To the basement, indeed. I'll lead the way through the underlings, and he'll head back inside. And as he's in the middle of the group, he's just going to pop off a divine sense,
Sure.
just to see.
You detect an undead behind the bar.
He instinctively reaches for his sword, and then he's like, "Oh wait, no. It's fine. Keep going."
And that's
You
it.
alright?
Cool. It's fine. I just had an itch.
Oh,
Yes,
fair enough.
on my hilt. Okay, let's go, and we'll head down to the basement.
Cool. Yep, you guys head back down. She doesn't really have a bed or anything down here. The cellar's pretty barren. There's like some old barrels and old crates and things. Like nothing really of use down here. But she's kind of just going through her things. And as you come down, she kind of like looks up and goes like, "Hello."
Hello,
She kind of like begun bandaging up her wounds a little bit.
Need any help with that? Oh, you're doing fine.
I should be fine, thank you.
Well, good to hear. And Gabbo will probably walk over and... is well sitting or standing?
She's probably like sitting on a crate at this point,
Cool.
trying to make herself
She
as
also-
comfortable as possible.
She also pull up a crate and sit down in front of her.
I
Logan's
don't suppose any of
probably
you
back.
saw. We had my mask, didn't we, down here?
Yes, we did. Somebody took it.
I must have dropped it. I don't know where it's gone.
I don't think I was the one who took it.
I gave everything back to you.
Wait, Sultan, weren't you holding it when you were, let's say, yes, talking personally?
Sullivan looks at his hand and is like, "Oh, it's here. I'm sorry. I'll give it back to you. Here.
So take it.
I can't.
Thank you.
Sullivan will kind of like just lean on the wall, just cross his arms and like just look confused.
Alright. Well, we came here to check how you are and also to ask a few questions because, how to put it, you are in rather a situation, from what I understand.
Indeed, it would seem someone isn't best pleased with me.
Yeah. Well, would you know who possibly could not be most pleased with you? Any ideas?
A few. That's for sure.
That's a good start.
I mean, I've kind of, gone on a bit of a crime spree up and down most of the noble houses at this point. I've accumulated quite a few people who wouldn't be too happy with me. Had some dealings with both the Zentarim and the Xanathar Guild as well. Now and again, some have left more pleasantly than others. Xanathar are quite a pain to work with, but the Zentarim seem to at least have their heads switched on. They know that gold is gold.
Well, also, I wanted to ask, how did you come up with the idea of basically going around and robbing noble houses?
Oh,
Like,
come on.
genuinely.
You didn't think that, whenever you were bored at home for a moment, that maybe there'd be something more to life than just
Oh,
dresses and dancing.
Oh, of course. I just was, I was New Year Adventures more like, this is rather specific, at least a bit. Like, there's thrill seeking, and then there's dressing up as a vigilante and going around robbing noble houses.
I mean, what? Our family gets shafted by those noble houses day in, day out anyway.
No,
Probably
I'm
about
not saying
fair.
I disapprove. I just was wondering where you got the idea from. That's all.
Just
And like, do you do this out of just fun? Like, do you have any leads? Because, like, are you trying to be in this great game for the Dragon's Horde?
The great game, yes.
our family don't really want for the money. Obviously, any money would be great, but I don't even really know how much it is. I've heard little rumors here and there.
Wait, you said your family, but so you're saying your parents are putting you up to doing this?
No. I'm doing this for myself. But, I still have access to my family money. It's not like I'm cut off like my little sister here who's supposed to be in prison.
Yes, one of the things.
Well, at least somebody's loved by their family. I kind of look at Logan.
Oh, you mean you? With literally nobody you've ever fucking talked about. Fuck you.
I mean, Sylvia, whenever we were younger, remember whenever Mum and Dad went through that phase of basically locking us in our rooms after sundown?
Yes, that was.
And I used to break us out, and we would go out and have fun and meet some people. We used to just wear a hood or anything that kind of hide who we were, so we wouldn't get in
The good
trouble.
old days.
Basically, we kind of just evolved naturally from that. They still enforce a curfew on me at sundown.
Wait, they really do? Actually?
I'm
That's fucking
37,
hilarious.
and they enforce a curfew on me.
That's. I thought they would keep it up, till you're 18, and they still kept it up going, oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But, it just... I guess one thing led to another, and, long story short...
I understand. Oh,
I swapped out the shitty little throw-on cloak that I had for something a bit more fun, and now I can do more fun things. People see me, and they just throw their coin purses and run sometimes. Tell me that's not fun.
it is fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun to me, to be honest.
But what do I want to say? Oh,
Perhaps we should go have some fun together sometime.
yes, I was about to suggest that perhaps you, if you of course wished, stay here and help us. We tend to get into various adventures and misadventures on our journeys. For instance, Logan over here got to face to face with what was it, an octopus on legs?
You know what? I'd rather not be reminded about all that. Although, Bosco, I seem to remember when I was horizontal, you ran after him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you went through a door. I kind of went a bit fuzzy after that because, my brain was turning into soup.
Well, you see, even though I'm a rather intelligent person, when curiosity piques me, I kind of lose some sort of sense. I always want to find out more. As you see, more knowledge is more, information. You get more power from it. I was curious to see what this portal was. However, after dipping in there straight away, I saw this tall statue of a outer-worldly being. I came straight back because fuck that shit.
Understandable.
And you didn't see anything else at that point? Nothing else happened that you're not telling us, because that's... you run through a portal, you find the interesting thing, and then you're like, no thank you. I've done the hard bit.
On the
Just
other hand,
doesn't fucking equate, you know.
Well,
I mean, it
I
was a bit
didn't think of
stupid
it in
to
the
go out, I
moment
think.
because, like, you know, brain soup.
are you trying to tell me you want me to tell you that I'm actually a spy for him or something? Because I mean, I'm not.
that doesn't.
Inside
Or
check.
He wishes he started to look at you all.
Oh, fuck. Aye, me too.
Sure.
Oh!
Gabriel's like, well, this is way too obvious. You can't be fucking trying it.
Bosco will never be a spy. Come on, look at him.
Bosco, do you want to just roll a deception check?
I don't know what I'm rolling. I'm not telling the truth. I'm not a spy.
You want to roll a deception check?
No.
Everybody metagames.
Um,
But
I mean, Bosco seems to be telling the truth. At least he believes it.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think that Bosco will be a spy.
Oh,
No, no.
I saw.
No.
I was gonna say I saw like long corridors and one in the middle where he was standing next to another long of those pillars. That's what I saw him. He spoke about how I was an interesting creature, and then I thought after that I would leave, which I did.
I
to
kind
be
of
honest,
understand.
Okay, the story's kind of getting a bit long. Like, the TLDL is, you did that, okay, that's fine.
It's very
I
stupid
just-
going after that thing, to be honest, in the portal.
What?
Very stupid, my friend.
I mean, not stupid, foolish. He's clearly not stupid.
Very
from the
foolish.
scene
And
he
stupid.
comes up with. Very clever, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. And that's
Curiosity
basically
killed the
Bosco
cat.
in a nutshell.
What is? Oh, and
The
as you can
stats
see,
brought it back.
But, yes, I've never heard that bit before.
well, as you can see, we do get into rather interesting scenarios and adventures as you to this one. If you
Oh, yeah.
wish to stay a bit longer, I'm not sure what your plans are at the moment, and come along with us on a few of our
So the
various
Bosco looks at you guys like,
things. We could
looks
use
at
your
her,
skill
like,
set.
I don't think, I know she's your sister, Gabriella, but I don't think it's a good idea for her to be here. It's gonna be more problem for us than we already have. I think you should get her stuff, and she should get the hell away from Waterdeep, and never see her again.
I think I'm going to need to lie low at least for a little bit. But
Yes.
you might have
Vanished.
a point. I might need to maybe become a slightly better. If my identity's been compromised, until that has been rectified, I may need to lean a bit heavier into my alias. I have a few safe houses and things, not many. One.
What in Waterdeep or?
Yes. That's where I lived my whole life.
Interesting.
Wait.
Well, I mean, you can always stay here for a night or two until you
Yes,
can make
indeed.
sure you're cured.
Should be
Question,
relatively-
how good are you at doing drinks things? Like pulling... Is the phrase pulling pints?
I don't
Oh.
actually know. I do a lot of drinking wine and things at
No.
parties, balls. I've
So
drunk.
you moved
pints
away from the
before.
liquor. Nice.
Oh, drunk
I mean,
pints,
you
what are
could-
those nobles? Oh.
You could always be the head maid here, and then once you finish your shift, do your little vibe of things during the night.
Logan just kind of laughs to himself.
That.
And you could be like, because I mean, you could be head maid and dash bodyguard. I mean, you seem like you got the skills.
Head maid. Wow. You're really making friends here, Bozzy. Don't worry. Like we just said, very clever, very foolish. Don't mind him.
Social intelligence is.
Listen,
Head waitress. There we go. Sorry.
yeah, you know what? I don't think that's better. I'll be honest. Perhaps some kind of maybe our own internal sommelier. Perhaps if we do bring some wine in, you could liaise with the vintners, make sure we get good value shit, not the
I mean,
vinegar.
I mean, the Rosnar family do deal in wine, gems.
No, but we want like a reputable firm, not some fucking family doing it. Especially, all things considered. You've got one
point of
crook,
reputation there.
you've got
let's
one
be honest.
person who's been a prisoner, one person who probably should be a prisoner, I don't know who else you've got. Have you got any other convicts in the family?
No, but I do know that you have a pair of
Mhm.
fluffy pink
Okay.
bunny pajamas.
Yeah. Oh wait, do you still have? You were the ones when you were staying with you.
No.
No, he got
I
a
didn't.
new pair because that was
Oh.
the size of the child. The full adult-sized pink fluffy bunny pajamas in his wardrobe.
Imagine.
Oh, it's in
I
Brother's
should-
wardrobe. I don't know whose room it was, but it was.
I should not be shamed for my comfort choices in the privacy of my own room.
I'm just saying, I know it. You know, we're just stating things we know. I'm just stating things I know.
So you have the teddy bear that you used to take everywhere with you.
No, I lost him.
Aww.
So,
Yes.
so you're telling
He,
me
went, he went under a carriage and just kind of disintegrated.
So you're telling me about all these snow houses you've stolen from, you've never picked up any information about the grand game.
I know, like I said, I've heard little bits and pieces, but I mainly take things from these houses because,
It's
well,
fun.
it's nice being one of the only Rosnars who actually can get some kind of respect from them. She kind of just like gestures to Logan.
Oh. Well,
You saw how he treated me a
You know-
second ago, but I'm sure whenever the Black Viper, broke into the Margaster estate and took that fabulous little urn, I'm sure the
do
family
know
were
who that
very
was.
respectful.
You do know who that was, right?
No, I've no idea. It had a fun little red ruby mustache on it. So I took it.
Wait, did it actually? I thought it was like a joke. Hold on.
No, legitimately, there's a little red encrusted ruby mustache.
The f-
Why would I joke about a dead family member?
You're Logan. What can I say?
What have I said that's been a joke?
I mean, that's not really a
Should I
joke,
make a
matter,
list?
Gabrielle.
At no point have I made jokes about my personal relationships. Thank you very much.
Um,
I mean, if you can remember one, by all means, throw it at me, old girl. But no, fuck you.
yeah, what kind of time of day would it be after all like the meetings and this conversation right now?
At this point, let's say you're kind of coming up on, like, dusk is just beginning to set, so the sky is just beginning to turn that little purplish orange hue as the sun begins to set off over the it's behind the castle and towards the sea.
Well, we can try and find some things for you to sleep. Logan, if you want to, you can pass me your arm as soon as you can, and I can try and work on your.
Also,
Oh yes,
my magic
splendid.
also, before I go, Isfila, I can help you out from at least one faction that is trying to find you. If only you promise that you won't do any more antics while you're in Waterdeep, at least for a good bit.
Before you disclose anything further, we need to confirm that. No point in using useless information that could cause harm to us. I said before you disclose that particular
Oh,
information.
no, not that information. I mean, no, the other faction, not our friend, my friends.
Mm.
She taps her gauntlet. But basically, funny story actually. The Order of the Gauntlet was the first time I found out about your alias, and I've been currently working on tracking you down, with air quotes. From what I last reported, I said that you were neutralized and that you wouldn't be causing any more mischief. So as long as you keep that up for a bit, they shouldn't, at least that faction shouldn't go after you.
Well, that's one less bonfire to worry about.
Indeed.
Appreciate it. And yes, anything more comfortable than a box would be appreciated.
You can stay in. Wait, do we have any spare beds? I'm not sure.
No, I could spare you a blanket potentially.
You
There
can,
is a spare
sleep,
room
with-
next to Sullivan's room upstairs.
We,
Or you can stay with Sullivan. Sullivan will protect you.
Just a tip: lock your fucking door.
yes.
Yes.
Lock your drawers if you can, and your furniture.
Lock your windows.
Hide your kids.
Well-
Hide your wife.
Sullivan is in town.
Oh, come on. Give me
Well,
a body
I've
pressure.
got a long
Sullivan.
night ahead of me.
Oh no, you do that yourself, Sully. Don't you worry.
Me? No.
You
Yes.
hear knocking on the trap door, just like, all right, well, we've kind of got all we need. We're gonna go here.
Just a minute. He'll head up.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll head up with him.
We've had a little. I think we kind of got all we need. I think we got some plans drawn up by Sokiev here, and Collar's finished taking measurements for the windows. They're gonna be ready in a couple of days.
Wonderful.
Sokiev, when do you think you guys are gonna start working on the roof and the walls? We start tomorrow. You start when? Tomorrow. Is that a day or we start tomorrow?
Okay. Should I expect you tomorrow in the morrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, that's great. We'll make sure that this place is manned or womaned before they fucking start harping on about sexism. To make sure that this is, appropriately looked after, so that you've always got somebody on hand for when you're doing your whatever it is. I don't know what bit you do.
If it's
I'm
not
sure it's
if
very
it's not here, there's no problem. Is simply remove section of wall, rebuild.
Okay, you make that sound quite
Just
easy.
complete demolition the wall.
What if it's a bit of wall that doesn't need rebuild?
Well, we find bit that needs fix.
Okay, I mean that's a good start. Yes. Okay, you start tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Do we have because we have a kitchen? I'm assuming we have a back door, don't we?
You have several entrances actually on the ground floor. You
Yeah.
got an entrance via your pantry, entrance via your kitchen, and then you also
Yeah, I'll
have
probably
the
just
two front.
mention-
You got 3 front doors actually.
Yeah, I'll probably just mention that we'll probably leave the back kitchen unlocked if they really want to need to get inside. If we were somehow not here.
That's
Alright.
fine.
Wonderful.
Okay,
Also,
we
We'll
go.
also make sure to build a set of stairs that go from the main hall to the upstairs instead of having to go outside the fucking house
Yes,
That
that
to
would
go
be
upstairs.
Yes.
That we will remove that bit of wall and use as door.
Yes, can you?
That's fine. The strong walls in the corner, they're never needed for anything normally, right? Perfect. Cool.
No, they're
Um,
fine.
Okay, and you all know that we're planning to go live with this thing, ready for Fayday, in almost 10 days.
Yes.
So we need
Yeah.
to sort it just over a 10-day, nothing more. If you need to lengthen the duration of your work, don't fucking try it, basically. That's all.
Don't worry.
In other
Sukiev and
words-
his boys work very quickly.
Well,
In other words, you do a
I'm
good
sorry,
job.
are you chewing something? Do you have something in your mouth right now? I'm finding it very difficult to understand.
is it?
No.
Okay, asked and answered, I suppose. Bye-bye now.
All right, let's. Also, what are our plans for the afternoon?
For
Well-
the evening.
Well, yes, evening.
Yes,
Sorry.
like 5, 6 p.m.
Yes, tap. Me.
Well-
We could go hit up Bonnie, or go to the see if there's anybody still working up the wazoo.
I think.
Don't forget, you got this guy, this person called Emic up the road. He's
I
got
mean, I'm not.
a similar business to ours.
I'm not gonna.
As all the
Go
guild
in
members
there.
all trickle out. The door's kind of left ajar, and then you just hear like a.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to do Logan's armor and put out my nice little gem I spent.
Yeah. Hello.
I'll get it as Gabriel walks over. Clicks on the door.
Gabriella
Hello?
standing in
I have a bad
the
feeling about this.
doorway. You see
Hello to this to TikTok when this gets clicked.
you see a dwarf woman. She appears to be a member of the city guard, and based on her sigil, she must bear the rank of captain.
Cool.
Shit.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna go upstairs for a second. I'll be
Right.
right back.
Good afternoon.
Yes, you can deal with this.
It's like,
Yeah, you can deal with this one.
Bosco being
How can I help you?
Bosco being like the smallest
Oh,
stature
apologies.
out of the
She's a
group.
human. Not a-
I'm just gonna get on my almost on the knees and just trying to crawl away because I'm so small. Just
She basically very loudly for everybody to hear, or not very loudly, but loud enough.
So let's go to the kitchen.
Good day. How can I help
He's
you?
whispering the conversation for the kitchen.
Logan's removed a couple of pieces of his splint armor, so he's like half armored up at the minute.
Hello. I am Tashlin Yafira of the City Guard.
Gabriel Duran, pleasure to meet you.
Lovely to meet you indeed. I actually have some business on this property.
Oh, of course. What do you need?
Sorry, I mean, just to add, I'm Logan Margaster, House Margaster. How do you do?
Good to meet you, Lord Marcaster. Do you mind if I come in? It is probably best this is discussed in private.
Oh, of course.
I waited the group of your contractors to leave.
Can we get you anything? Tea, biscuits?
No, this won't take long.
Of course.
Inside.
Anyway, Gabriel probably guide her to the tap room.
Yep, she just closes the door behind her. Has a little brief look around, brief little scan. Well.
Oh, follow me.
Hello.
You can take a seat and talk.
Mm-hmm. She'll follow you, and she won't sit. Just stand.
If she doesn't sit, Gabriel also stand and only lean on the bar. So, what do you need?
Is there anything that you would like to discuss?
Personally, no. I thought that is why you are.
Well, you know, the captain of the guard, clearly time is very much... it's very important to them, so they must be here for a particular purpose. Now,
Indeed.
what could that purpose be? It could be socialization, it could be networking. So it's something to do with you or I, or it's something to do with the establishment.
Right.
Would you like a guest of honor invitation to the opening of this on or around Fae Day, Captain?
I believe that a mutual acquaintance of mine already assured me that would be the case.
Mutual acquaintance. Sorry, there are many bells in my brain, but none appear to be ringing currently.
Maybe a name?
Gods, you are idiots.
Actually, no, I got tested and I'm not an idiot.
Oh, good. Good for you. Would you like a sticker?
They gave me a sticker when I got tested. How did you? Have you had the test as well?
No, dear. I have not. I have been sent by Davil as a neutral party.
No, of course.
Oh shit, boys! Devil's friends here.
Fuck. I kind of come out from the kitchen like. Coming
Sully, what is up? Didn't realize you're there. Sure.
Yeah. So I was here.
Bosco, long
Yeah.
time, Randy Buck. Hello. Oh, fucking hell, you snuck up on me there. Friend of Davils, figured you were, better fraternizing than we are. 'Cause, we are law-abiding citizens.
I would say I'm surprised that
Definitely. 100%.
But
I mean, what did you want him to present? Some fucking cloaked, hooded figure? No, you want somebody with a bit of fucking stature. I understand, I'm a noble. We can go places without being questioned. Isn't that right?
Anyway, well, so I presume you are some kind of, yes, you said a neutral messenger?
Yes, I'm aware of both of your existences, and I can take a fairly neutral stance in what needs to be discussed. First of all, I need to know where the Black Viper is. I mean her no ill harm, I just need to be aware of where she is.
She has left Waterdeep. She's not
Perception
coming
check.
back.
Yes, indeed. Could Gabriel help?
No,
Hey, you can assist him.
she's not. She's not leaving Waterdeep. She's about to leave Waterdeep soon. We don't know where she is.
She left Waterdeep, and that's it. That's all to know. We don't know where she went. So she's
Honestly,
not
if
coming-
you three could fucking coordinate, we might actually get shit done.
24? Okay. She nods. Very well. A shame.
Well, I mean, the only reason, from what I understand, that Devil wanted to get the Black Viper out this way is that she was interfering in his business.
Indeed.
If she's leaving Waterdeep, isn't that good news for him one way or another?
It is indeed. That is why I said shame, because we don't know when she might be back, or anything like that. The problem is, speaking very, very plainly, Davil was organizing the job that the Viper was intending on interrupting. That intelligence reached him through confidence. Davil simply ensured she couldn't interfere. He figured the poison would set her back a few days. He sent Zaraj to keep an eye on her and to keep her in bed until that job was complete. Zaraj explained to me that he saw you talking with her, healing her and removing that poison, and he was simply doing his job.
Well, you have to see, from my perspective, what I did say is that a person that I care for a decent amount might be dying from a poison.
No, I understand where you're coming from, but I also understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, of course. But we put two and two together, and we put two and two together, and we made sure that she would not meddle in more business of the Zentrum. The Zentrum.
Perfect.
She learned her lesson. Let's put it this way.
I may believe that, but I believe Davil may struggle to get his head around that.
Perhaps if we talk face to face, I might be able to get my point across better. A meeting, perhaps, on a neutral ground.
I would advise maybe not today.
Well, not today.
Mrs. Starsong is quite enraged. That is why I have been sent. Otherwise, this tavern might not even be standing right now.
I was not suggesting today, but perhaps in the near future.
Perhaps. Well, if you do ever see her again, know that Davil sends his most sincere condolences, and would appreciate if the Viper would be interested in working alongside them to deal with the more troubling half of the Black Network here in Waterdeep. He believes, or hopes unknowingly, going to massively aid them in hindering what he is going to do tomorrow night.
What is happening tomorrow night?
Or maybe, I mean, I don't mind talking
That is
to
on a
myself.
need-to-know basis.
Alright.
Or maybe if we can find her, maybe she could help Davil out with that thing tomorrow night.
And perhaps we could also help tomorrow night as a way of, how to put it, I would say an apology for our interference, but not sure how to put it, but we would be willing to aid Davil. I think that our skills could come in handy. And what I heard, the other part of the Zentrum is a real thorn in the side.
You would be correct.
And
But what is going to take place, so long as no one touches this conundrum, it should go off without a hitch.
well,
If the Black Viper has truly left Waterdeep, then hopefully, by not informing you of where it is or what is going on, it simply ensures that you will not get involved and you will not end up in any crosshairs. Most of the pieces are already in place.
very well.
Very well.
Sounds good to me.
You can
I'm not
report to
good.
Devil that there will be no interference from our part or from the Black Vipers.
Okay. Well, I shall pass on the message to make sure that you all do not come to any harm. But I believe that Siraj is still tracking the Viper from whenever she was last seen after he reported back to Davil. So let's hope you made good on that promise that she's not here. Otherwise, I fear for her safety.
Yes, of course. A pleasure. And
Yeah.
she again with his hand.
She just turns, walks towards the door, opens it, gives a little smile, a little nod, and leaves.
Farewell. Alright. Well,
Look at that, a fucking captain on the payroll in Waterdeep. Who'd have thunk
No.
imagine.
Hold
Imagine that.
Yeah.
it? It's all
Okay.
corrupt. Anyway, no, that bitch needs to be gone. Like, now.
I agree. She needs to go.
Yes,
Like
we need
now.
to go and warn her. And
No,
also
no, no,
tell
we
her
need to go get rid of her.
what
Yes.
the
Not
fact-
kill her, just
It's-
let her fuck off. You know, one moment. Logan's just gonna go to the door and just kind of take a peek out.
Yep, you look out, look around, make a perception check. See if you can get above your passive.
Can I assist him? I kind of just go like on the window as well.
Roll at advantage, Logan, if you like. Logan,
18.
you open the door, and you know if you open a door and like this, it's almost like you know another door or a window is open and like the door opens quite easily. Like there's no like give to it from the like because there's draft, it allows it to push through. It opens a bit too easily from that. If you're a quick little scan around, you don't notice anything. And you pull it shut again. Check the windows around. You don't spot anything, and you look behind the bar, and the door to the pantry is just ever so slightly ajar.
Oh shit!
He's gonna give a warning look to the others, and then head that way.
Yep, you go behind the bar, and there's like the hatch to the basement is there, still presumably open from where you all came up from before. And you see the door to the pantry. It's like an archway that leads in the pantry, and then the pantry has an external door, which is the one just slightly open.
Quick check out of that one.
Yep, have a little look. I'll use the same roll, the 18. Look around.
I'm gonna check the basement.
Go down to the basement. It's empty.
Ah,
That's it.
well,
I am
somebody
sorry.
forgot to lock the door. Who was the last one to leave? Huh? Bosco,
No?
you're the last
You
one to
leave
leave.
there.
But
I was
it
the
was
first
one
one
of you
up.
two
Like-
fuckers.
I was the first one up with you, Logan. We're talking to the guild members.
Alright.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm sorry, but
our problem has solved itself. It's fine.
But no, actually, perhaps,
I'm.
I don't want to, be the pessimist, say, but perhaps my sister is going exactly where the Black Network doesn't want her to go.
I'm sorry, but I think your sister's going to die. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, that would
sorry.
also solve our problem.
True.
So, it's by the
Fuck
by.
you both. And
I'd rather not. Listen,
Hmm.
what do we want to do?
Wouldn't
Go track her? Like, no. She's fucked off. I'm not gonna go sniffing around town to try and find her when she clearly does not want to be found. I'm not gonna find her before that big fucking bow fellow is finding her. So, there's no point worrying, is there?
could Gabriel have a quick survival check to see for any tracks just in,
Sure.
in the basement?
There won't be much in the
Well-
basement, but maybe at the
Oh, sorry.
back door.
At the back door, sorry, there we go. And if that
19.
feels like another D4 to that.
Add your D4.
Can I do an investigation check in the room? Maybe she left like I don't know some kind of
Yeah, you can do a little investigation.
note or some kind of tip or where she would be.
Yeah, you can make a little investigation check.
20.
20. Gabriella, you go outside and you kind of begin like searching around. There's not like a good amount of mud or anything here to work with, but you can see there's like maybe because it's kind of like going into the alleyway that kind of runs along the street, and you notice one of the bins has been knocked over, and you can see that like it's like looks as it's been like almost like gone through. And as you kind of like lean down, like you kind of get close, and you like, it's not that it's been gone through, it's that something has been dragged through it, or maybe something's like moved along it. And Shadowclaw, at that point downstairs in the basement, you pick up the mask on the crate where you left it.
Oh, she got kidnapped.
Maybe.
Alright. Gabriel move back to. Yes, about that, yep, somebody been dragging somebody through the alleyways. Yeah. Fucking terrific.
Do I see anything in the room with 24? Any
That's it.
tips?
The mask
Oh, that's-
is like the thing you find.
While Sully is down there, I'm gonna go down there with him.
I'll pick up the mask and I'll shove into my.
Sully.
Yes.
And we need to go to see him now. We need to make a deal or something. If they know we've been keeping her here, we're all dead. We need to make a deal with him. We need to make a wager. Her life for ours. We
I agree with you, but the captain said not to go see him today. Maybe it's not a good idea, but
yes, but if
maybe
they
there's
just
something
found
to-
out, this is before, but they've probably just found out we've been storing her in the basement when you've all lied to the captain, saying that she's left town when she clearly wasn't.
well,
Also,
it
is
looks like
Gabriel
she's being...
hearing this, or is this in private appearance?
We like whispering.
They were in the cellar, so
Yeah.
fairly private, I think.
It looks like, I don't know. It looks like she's been, I don't know, maybe dragged or left in a hurry. I don't know.
This is a more reason why we should probably tell him the truth. Because remember what he's done for us. It's better to be honest with our employer than lie to him like you guys just did to the Brigade.
I mean, we didn't lie. She left.
You did.
She went downstairs and she's not there. You left.
Not from her own accord.
What is this happening? Gabriel still do her best to follow the tracks, presumably.
Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of like where the with the 20 where the like rubbish has been like stepping and trodden. It looks like she got like a good stomp on like a tomato, and like has left like a small like little trail, kind of leading off down to the east. And it kind of just begins to just sneak down. It seems to mainly stick to like, you know, back alleys and things, never any main roads, but it kind of heads east and then south.
Gabriel would probably quickly move back to the house, grab any equipment she would have there, a dagger or things. Well, I'm going after her. My apologies. If anybody wants to go with me, they're free to. If not, well.
Logan's just finished taking all of his splint.
Yeah.
And he's gonna look at Gabriella in the doorway and be like, you're fucking serious?
My sister just got fucking kidnapped by the Black Network. I'm not gonna be waiting around, alright?
I'm gonna.
Could you wait around like 10 minutes?
Yes,
Or,
10
or
minutes
five
can
if you help dress me.
Of course. You know what? I'll help you get into that armor.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll fucking come with you, I guess. Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
okay, to shoot them.
Logan and Gabriella talking. I'm gonna look at Bosco. Like, okay, Bosco, if you're going to do it, you have to do it now. Let's go. Let's go while they are distracted upstairs.
Okay.
I've asked Bosco. To sneak out and go see Daphne.
Okay. So you guys
so
make me
dead.
self checks.
Yeah, I'm still not wearing my armor, so. This is so bad I'm not wearing armor. If we get into a fight, I'm so dead.
Okay, with 2 23s. So, as Gabriella and Logan kind of were re-armoring up to go follow off, Sullivan and Bosco take that moment to slip out one of the front doors, probably, when they're not looking, and head off towards the yawning portal, I assume. And that's where we're going to take a little break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. And we are back. The party have split once more. I'm going to start with Sullivan and Bosco, because they have set off first in this little split of the group. Sullivan and Bosco, how are you getting to the yawning portal?
I guess we.
The fastest route.
Yeah,
that
fast
we know.
So are you going on foot, or are you going to try to hire get a dray, or hire a carriage?
Yes.
Let me see how much gold I've got. I'm sure Sally's got loads. Yeah, sure, carriage.
Yep. Probably run you about if you ask him to rush, probably 6 silver pieces. Will ensure you'll get there fairly swiftly. And you eventually, after about, let's say, how far is that down the road? It's quite a fucking distance. From Troll Skull Alley over all the way down. $11,500 foot. Your cab is able to get you there in about 10 minutes. Pushing his horse a little bit hard, but is much faster than walking that distance, where he would have been about a 45-50 minute walkish. Yeah, you arrive outside the yawning portal. Anything you're discussing en route at all, or you just...
Yes, I'll be like, so, Bosco, tell me, my friend.
Yes.
That day when you went through the portal, what exactly did you see?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen something like that before.
What do you mean?
It was humanoid, but yeah, it was aquatic. It had almost like a face like an octopus. It spoke fluent English, like common. No, so it's definitely some sort of been here for a while. But the thing he told me was that I was a peculiar thing, and that he could have use to me. As soon as he said that, I kind of hitched off and ran. Because I didn't want to be anyone's playmate.
Okay.
Yeah. But
You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Bosco?
no, of course not, Sally.
You know, squint my eyes. No, out of all these other people, you're the only one I can Sullivan actually trust, my friend. So please don't break my trust. It is very hard to win my trust.
If you was in danger,
Well, it is what it is.
if you was in danger, I would have told you.
Okay, I'll go with that.
But you're not.
How are we gonna approach Mr. Davil now?
Well, if I'm being honest with you, Sally, I never attacked the man on the roof. I just told him that if you're working for Starsong, I'll give him another opportunity to kill Viper.
I kind of shot an arrow at him. But
Yeah, but he's stopping out of self-defense. But I kind of directly told him he'll get another opportunity. Gave him a warning.
yes, I wasn't exactly. Sullivan didn't know who he was. This arrows appeared out of nowhere through the walls and shit. And I panicked. I shot him.
But this is where we need to keep our story straight here. Even though they are very strange people we've made friends with, they are starting to become family to us. So we'll be able to look after them as well as us. They're part of our tavern as much as we are. So we need to be honest with him. And if we have to trade the Viper's life for us, then I'm more than happy to insert that, if they haven't already got her. But we'll see when we get there. I'm sure I can wager something, or something I can make maybe in return for our continued friendship with them. But we'll see how it goes.
Okay, I agree. Let's see what happens. So I'm a little bit worried, but it's like I say, I think it's better to go to him then he comes for us, surprising.
I think it might be best like pretend we didn't know that she's gone missing yet. And let's just hope the guard who visited us is not reached Davil yet, if he's here.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
We can tell him that we have her in our custody, and we're happy to turn her over to him, or provide a trap. So we'll make it off like we don't. We'll make it off like we don't know she's already been kidnapped. Maybe. Simple.
Or maybe you can tell him that we had her captive, but we didn't want to hand her over to the guards because we weren't sure if the guard was being honest or not. And then when he came back, she was gone.
Exactly.
And we're gonna hand her over to him.
And I'm sure if the bowman was being truthful to what I told him, then they would know that I was going to give them another opportunity to kill her, or to do what they wish with Viper. So let's just pray.
Maybe we can tell him we want to give a bonus and and try to give her to him alive. And that's why we kept
Yeah,
her
so
in the basement.
maybe I was thinking about mentioning that she has other uses as well. And I was thinking maybe we can exploit her for other uses as well.
Yes,
we
exactly.
So maybe we can bring that in as well. We saw more availability to use her unique skills. But let's just go, shall we? I think he kind of like looks at the yawning portal door. After you.
Okay. Oh, just coming up. Okay, my friend. Let's wish our best. Silver gets off and makes way to the other portal.
Yep. You hop out of the carriage, you pay the 6 silver, you throw open the doors, and you're met by the familiar kind of like raucous, kind of like rambling, and just that constant drawl of the yawning portal.
I'm gonna go straight to Davil's table.
Okay. You head upstairs. No one sat there. And as you approach it, you hear a from a few tables over, and you see Yagra is sat there, holding an ale close to her chest. Looking for someone?
Yes, we are. We're looking for Mr. Davil.
Mr. Starsong has stepped out, I'm afraid.
Really? But he's always here. Where did he go?
We have some. We have some urgent information to give him.
How urgent?
Well, it's very time-consuming, and we don't know how long we can contain. Kind of looks around, and it's kind of like if he can waddle to her, and we'll like whisper in there, the Viper.
She like sighs. Okay. I don't know where he is, but he told me if I needed to contact him urgently, and she like pulls a snake out from her like sleeve and uses the little snake that's got the prodic wings at the back of it. I could always send him a message. It's gonna go straight to him. If you don't know where he is, quickly, you could try following it.
Okay. We could do that.
Sure. She gets a little pen, little quill, just writes like a little small thing, rolls it up, ties it around like the snake's neck and like a little tight ribbon almost, and goes like, okay, I don't even know how these things work. They kind of just go, and it just and just like fly, and it just like begins to flying, looking for a window, and like she like follows it, and it like sees the door swing open, and just like boom, and this thing's like begins flying out the door, and you both actually just like turn like and just take off after it.
Yeah, like shit. This guy. Sounds slow.
Flying speed for a flying snake, pretty quick, I think. No, not flying sword. 60-foot fly speed. So you guys are probably going to struggle to keep up with this snake on foot.
Oh, this is okay.
Okay, quick, let's go. Okay, I'll start dashing after.
You start following. If you're dashing, you can. It'll move. It'll also be dashing, so it will just slowly begin to get away from you, just because it can move it twice. If it can fly twice your speed. You're welcome to like try to heal another carriage. Do like a follow that snake, like.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Like a carriage, you'd be able to keep pace. Like a proper fast horse would be able to keep pace.
Like something like expedition retreat won't be able to keep make us keep up with it.
Not sustainably, no.
No.
Go down to fucking
Okay.
GTA, just like knocks him off a horse.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
I mean, yeah, you could like try to not like get a horse like and break away from the carriage and like just steal a horse, or there's probably some horses around if you have a quick look.
Is there like a carriage or anything near it at all?
There's probably the carriage you guys more or less like just left, like the same driver. He's pulled up beside. He's like now waiting like in a queue of other carriages outside the yawning portal, like waiting to take fares.
Yeah. Oh, we'll just straight away. I'll just like follow that snake. I'll give him like a one shining gold coin stare. Like, if you follow him, no questions, you can have this.
You like pile in the back of this carriage. You just yell, and he like looks at you like, "Were you talking?" All right. And like peels out from that and begins like bombing it down the road. Like it's like I think he like squinted because it's getting darker in the sky, and he's like, "Where the fucking thing gone?" Meanwhile, across town, back at Trollskull Manor, throwback probably 10-15 minutes ago, Logan has just finished getting into his armor. At this point, for reference, Bosco is over halfway to the awning portal, roundabout that time. You've spent 5 minutes, he's re-armored up, ready to go.
Alright, we got to move. Let's go.
Yep. Should we get a carriage?
This is going through the back alleyways, so no.
You're going to make me run all the way to the fucking...
Not the run, power walk, because I'm not sure how far this place is. We can move briskly.
I mean, speak for yourself. You've just seen me get on, like, 60 pounds of fucking armor.
Fair enough. As briskly as we can.
Should we start walking so I can argue with you
Yes.
as we're walking? Okay.
Okay.
And Gabrielle will probably tune out Logan a bit and look for the track that she found before and do her best to follow it.
Yeah, just do me another survival check with advantage. It'll kind of just cover how quickly you're able to keep, because the trail gets sparser and sparser the further from Trollskull it gets. It becomes harder to keep track of. Because, there's more streets and more intersecting roads.
So I can add a d4 to that if need be.
Yeah, I would advise it.
Mm-hmm. Where's my thing? Sorry. 13.
13. Yeah, so you begin following this thing, and it kind of leads you down south from, like, east and south from Trollskull, kind of across, Solmer Street, across Hassinter Street, around the Margaster Estate, and it just really is, it's just this big, well, like, quite winding weave, and whenever it reaches Soldown Street, the trail ends, but you see obvious sign that a carriage has taken off, heading southwest, probably fairly quickly. You see like the fairly deep, kind of like wheel lines, tread marks left, and you see the horse has kicked a bit of dirt on the road as well.
Is there a cabin nearby?
Let's see. Natural 20 will do it. Yeah, there's like one. Has just you see the driver's just got out. He's having a piss in an alleyway. Nearby.
Could Gabriel try and cover the cabin and navigate him, looking for, trying to discern the tracks of the carriage they are following?
No, fuck that. You keep an eye out. I'm gonna go, and Logan's gonna jump on and try to steer the horses. He's gonna take over the cabbie's job if he's going that way.
All right.
Okay, so you see this abandoned cabbie basically. Like you're just gonna climb on. Yeah.
Fuck it. She hops on.
Go on, mush or whatever.
Okay, yeah. Make me an animal handling check, Logan.
So good at those.
If you're proficient with land vehicles, you can add your proficiency to it.
Regretfully, no.
It's fine. 15 will do it though. The horse starts going and it goes fairly quick, and you kind of hear like a, "Hey, hurry, my carriage!" And you see this guy running the street, like bits flapping around, like still midstream in panic, as he's like, "Hey, yeah!" And then you're like just riding along Yeah.
Can
Okay, you're gonna need to shout directions at me,
Yes, I'll
Gabby.
do my best.
Don't have a fucking clue where I'm going.
So Gabby, you're able to navigate down to the high road, heading southwest. But unfortunately, that's where your trail kind of dries up because the high road is a cobbled street. You can make me a perception check if you'd like to see if you can spot any obvious signs of maybe like damage from someone riding a wagon like hard. 11. If you got any more of those D4s, or are you spent?
How many did I use? I think one. Or...
You've used 2 so far because you used
Okay,
one
that's
on
all.
the other one as well,
Up.
on the survival check.
Hmm.
Okay. So you are here on the high road. Point of reference at the end of Sundown Street, and you're like scanning around, and like there's not much in the way of obvious, you know, anything really that you manage to spot. Because you're going quick, because you're currently being chased. You know, you can't really afford to stop and like take in the surroundings. So what way are you going? You got to go north, northwest, southwest, southeast, or you could head northwest back, northeast. Sorry, back up whence you came.
Quickly!
Sure, down, sell down.
So you just
Sorry,
come, you've just come from down, so you want to go back?
Sorry. I have my maps turned off. Probably towards the field ward. So wait, what?
So you've come out of Troll. I'll show you where you've gotten. I'll mark the route in gold.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
Maps are...
Round the mark after see it. Gold line is hard to fucking see on this map, but it gets the point across. And you come down Selsdon like that.
Cool. She'd point up the high road to up the high road towards field wards.
Sure. So you double back on yourself heading north.
I'm thinking heading to the portal.
So you're saying go north.
They're going to fucking devil.
Wait, hold up. Sorry,
The field ward is in the north.
I'm trying to come up with.
Hey, my wagon!
Yeah, all right, down that way. The high road south. The other way
mush.
down high road.
Head starts going south.
Okay, so you're here, and you're gonna head just straight south down the high road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to turn off at any point?
Logan will be heading towards the Honor Portal as best he can remember,
Sure.
Because that is where they logically would be headed.
Sure. You reach kind of a split in the high road where Waterdeep Way kind of joins onto it. You can keep heading south down the high road, southeast on the high road if you want, or you can break off, go down Snail Street instead. You're kind of at this large junction. One of you can make me another perception check if you want to try to spot any obvious signs of movement.
Sure.
I'm heading down Snail Street, not bothering about anything else. I'm just
Cool.
focused on the horse and
That's
not
fine.
crashing.
25. Fine.
25. Gabriella, you see, as you didn't see it from the corner, but as Logan careens around this bend, like at full gallop pelt speed, like the wagon goes briefly on one wheel and slams down, like, and you kind of like, whoa, like almost like lose your grip. You see, there's another wagon, a whole dray actually, has crashed into the street, and you can just see there's a few guards taking like reporting, and you say they came at you at quite some speed. You swerve to avoid. Yes, of course. And you can like hear that like in brief passing. You're like, we're going the right way. Like you're like just go gut instinct.
Continue. We're going the right way.
Don't have much of a fucking choice.
Never mind.
Yeah, the horse is almost reaching a point of just pure kind of like panic now, Logan, because you're just pushing it quite hard with no real, training. You're just like making it go as quick as you can make it go, and it kind of comes careening down here. And you said you're heading for the portal, so you're going to want to take a turn soon, unless you want Gabriella to try to have a moment to spot.
Yeah, I'd be turning right to head along that road to lead to the Yawning Pole.
Yeah. So Gabriella, you gonna have a little look around again, or are you just gonna follow Logan's instinct so far?
Shall we do another perception check, Fable?
Go for it. 7. You don't see anything of note. You turn down towards the yawning portal, and at that time, you see another cab take off at fair quick speed from the awning portal, heading west.
That looks like something.
And it's going quicker than a normal cabbie would go.
Follow the cab.
Oh shit, it's a fucking race. Let's go, boys.
Fucking...
We are now in a chase. On one end of the chase, we have Bosco and Sullivan in the back of the cabbie. In the other end, we have Logan and Gabriella driving a stolen cab. Because they
3 water deep drift.
Yeah, because by the time you guys went, it's like 5 minutes going into the portal, like coming out, them walking around and riding the thing down hard. It's gonna work out more or less the same speed. But you guys do have the lead, and you're in the similar wagon, so you can pretty much keep distance effectively.
Do you like cross wagons? Like, what?
I mean, like, yeah, there's probably points where, you see, like, they begin to turn left, Logan, but they're still a little bit ahead of you. So you, like, see an alleyway, and, like, you're like, yeah, like, to, like, turn left, or, like, try to cut them off, like, maybe, like, coming out on the far side. For this, I need Logan to make me another animal handling check. Gabriella can assist him in, like, calling out for hazards and things like that. And then I also need Bosco or Sullivan. If one of you guys can roll me an animal handling check for your cabbie. He won't roll with advantage, but he does have a +5. So you just need a d20 roll +5 for you guys. Because, he's a trained cabbie in the Streets of Waterdeep.
Oh no.
It's pretty close.
Help him.
He managed to
Help him.
But that's it. You guys are... You don't really know what you're... Like, you can call out, you can keep an eye on the snake, and that's kind of what you're primarily doing, is, like, following that fucking snake, and he's just keeping the wagon on the road. You begin snaking down, heading west of the awning portal. Help my fucking...
Do we spot this carriage following us?
You can make a perception check.
Because I think Bosco will do something here.
Nope. You're so focused on trying to keep an eye on this fucking snake, you don't even clock it coming up behind you. You guys head...
I really want to shot that horse. Son.
Go shot the horse. What? Evil.
You guys end up near Fishgut Court. And as you kind of reach around about, I would say... Fucking hell, this damn pen would say the damn fucking same color. It'd be great, wouldn't it? You reach around here, and you see the snake goes into this large warehouse on the docks. Flies in through one of the open, like, rafter windows. And your cabbie, like, pulls you up alongside it. And as he does so, and you kind of, like... He's here got the gold. Like, he pulls it up. Whoa! I think has, like, a moment to himself. I was like, good luck, I guess. We went inside there, and he'll point. And you guys hear, kind of like coming around the corner, the sound of thundering hooves from back once you get, and that's kind of when you realize that you might be being followed. But, like, you've just dismounted the cabbie.
We just got out.
Yeah, but you're near houses and stuff, and you could, like, quickly duck into an alleyway.
I would look to hide.
Okay.
Sally, I think we need to hide. Cabbie, please go as fast as you can. I'll wait.
Yeah, and he stealth checks me too.
Cool.
And then I'll need perception checks from Gabriella and
where's my-
Logan, please.
Shit, where's my...
Bruh.
Oh, fuck. Oh, for 1 second, so I closed my,
It's fine.
accident.
I mean,
Just
Logan's
open my
passive
card.
perception and Gabriella's passive perception will still be kicking in. It's more just... I guess they would roll higher, because they would be looking for you as they come around the bend.
Okay, stealth. Oh,
Beautiful. So they don't clock Sullivan and he slinks away. But as you kind of round the corner, you see that the cab you've been following tailing off, heading down Dock Street, continuing on its way, kind of heading off down this direction and away from you. But you do catch someone running west from there on foot. And as you kind of like move along and like have a glance, you would see Bosco. Like, both of you.
Of course, it's
just fucking-
fucking Bosco. Come on, Logan. Get off. We're moving.
I can't say I didn't see that coming, but okay, sure.
He runs the corner down the alleyway. You kind of lose track of him. But you're maybe like 30 odd seconds behind. It is tight. That like 9 and 10 really fucked. Like,
Alright,
like-
come on. And yeah, she dash.
yeah. So you guys are
7.
chasing after. Cool. So Bosco and Sullivan with a bit of a hot tail. You come to this warehouse building. There's a large door. There's also a large like sliding door on the side as well, which you could access. There's an upper level, which is a stair leading up to it, and there's a lower level door as well, like a big bay door. And it kind of backs onto the water.
So explain that again. So is there like a front door we can see, Sarah? I'm trying to think.
So there's two big sliding doors. And then
No
there's a
windows.
stairway. No windows. There's a big warehouse. And there's a big staircase that goes up. And there's a door up there. And that has windows that let like light into the main space.
I'll probably. Should we just go for the front doors? I mean, there's not much we can really do. I think we're getting followed.
So it says there's a big warehouse. There's a stair that goes upstairs, and there's a stair that goes downstairs as well.
So no,
Just
so
upstairs.
there's a big warehouse, the big sliding doors on the ground floor. Then there's an external
And then
stair
windows.
that climbs the side of the building to a doorway. And then there's like windows as well. Like kind of like probably like an overseer's office or, you know.
I think we should climb the stairs and look through the windows.
I think we should just go through the front door. We need to get out of sight with whoever's trying to follow us.
Okay. Let's go quickly.
Yeah, like without even trying to be. Yeah, we'll just
I guess
open and close it.
You go to the sliding door, give it a good
Yeah.
locked from the inside.
Fuck.
There's no keyhole on this side. It probably has a chain. You hear like a chain rattle as you try to pull them apart, as the handles obviously like get locked together.
Well, upstairs it is. Let's go. So I think we'll go upstairs the stairs.
Yep. Scramble upstairs, and you see this has a more traditional lock and handle situation. Just try to handle. Locked.
Can I look through the window? From right now.
Yeah, you smash a window if you want.
No, I'll look through the window.
Oh, you peer through. So on the inside, you see there's a small little overseer's office. It's not lit at this time. There's a small little desk you can see with the remainder of the sunlight kind of coming in, just as it's beginning to set. And you can see beyond that there's a kind of like a walkway, and then you can see there's a light inside. There's just like torches burning, candles, things like that, giving light to the interior. But you can't you can't see the main floor from where you are from this angle.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
Yep. Make me a thieves' check.
I'll try and help them with my. I'll try and help them with my thieves' tools.
Cool.
So I've got
Advantage.
and dandy things.
22. The door opens. You slip inside. Make me 2 more stealth checks, please, boys, as you slip inside. As Gabriella and Logan round the corner. And Gabriella and Logan, make me 2 perception checks.
Oh, sorry. When you go inside, you close the door again.
Yeah, this is kind of it. Like, this is how quietly and quickly you can get that door closed.
For fuck's sake.
You, like, in the panic, like Sullivan, you bring the door and it just, like, the lock, the latch is stiff and you have to, like, pull it, like, and you hear a thunk, and there's like a clear, like, you know, wood on wood as it slams shut. Gabriella and Logan, you hear the side of this door slam shut up the stairs of this big warehouse.
Let's go.
No idea where they've gone. I think we've lost them, Gabriella.
No. Where could they possibly have gone?
I'll look at both. I think I lost him.
Yeah, should make sure you lock the door though.
Okay.
And yeah, you can make me a sleight of hand thieves' tools check again, Sullivan, to lock the door behind you.
Help me.
No, Logan, he's just gonna smash the window. But
We're gonna creep up to the window. Oh, Logan,
Same modifiers.
Yeah,
Oh fuck!
It's the same modifier, so 19. So yeah, you.
yeah, and Gabriel will follow him quietly if possible.
Yep, make me stealth checks and you too if you're sneaking up.
Oh yeah.
even I
Now.
do that.
we love that. +0 with disadvantage.
Stealth, the final frontier.
Ching, 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 ching. Come up the stairs. A fucking.
Oh, Gabriella worse.
Yeah. So you begin loudly making your way up the stairs in your haste and panic to get there. Bosco and Sullivan, you guys have some time if you want to move deeper into the factory. You've at least got yourself at least a little bit of time with that door lock.
Yeah, I think we'll just work away in. Yeah, because we clearly hear someone coming, so we're like, oh shit.
Are you gonna stay?
Someone's coming.
Are you gonna try to stay stealth now that you're inside, or are you going to say fuck
Go
that?
stealth. I'm gonna go stealth with him.
Okay, well, I'll take your original rolls.
Yeah, sure. I'll
You're
do that.
16
If
and
he's stealth,
17.
then I guess I have to. 22?
I'll just take the 16, 17 you rolled before. It's fine.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Save yourself from that. You kind of like get up to the edge of the overseer's office, and like it has another interior door that opens up to like a walkway, like a metal walkway that kind of like goes around this main floor. And you see there's a large kind of like crane, and this main center of this warehouse is actually like a sail-in dry dock. It's currently drained at the minute, and in it there's this big kind of like, you know, like a small it's not a tugboat, but it's basically like a boarding vessel. So like if you're getting onto a larger ship in a shallow harbor, they would like pile on. So it's like this big boarding vessel, and you see lights coming from inside that vessel itself. There are a few guards kind of posted around, humanoid figures, just kind of keeping an eye out on the interior. Mainly just like quietly talking amongst themselves, not doing an overly good job. None of them seem to spot you immediately. But you think if you went along the walkway, either left or right, you could. There's like boxes and things there to hide behind, so you could like try to stealthily make your way down them. But you might be able to see in through the windows, try to see what is going inside in this little tug. And it's like suspended. There's no. The dry dock has been drained, so it's like on the big like holders basically to hold it in place. And there's like gangplanks like going onto it. There's probably only one gangplank, I'd say, for access.
Are we trying to be stealthy, Sally? I mean, we're trying to be. We don't want to like catch them off guard, do we?
But we don't know what lies ahead, my friend. I think we should be careful. I think it's better for us to surprise them than them to surprise us.
Okay, I'm just telling you right now. I've still forgot to put my armor on, so I'm a little bit easy to hit.
Oh, too late now. Let's go.
Yep.
Wait. I might have something here. Oh no, I don't, because I sold it. Fuck. Or did I? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you sold your leather for the standard.
did.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
And that would still take like time to put on anyway.
I think it's like a minute, no? Okay, anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you better pray you're not gonna get into any trouble.
Hey. Let's go.
Why you keep taking your armor off? Are you stupid? Why?
Listen, it's not easy to sneak around with that kind of clanginess on it.
Yes, but okay, whatever. Let's go.
So you guys continue
I have
sneaking
my
forward?
I have my dagger as well.
Yep.
Maybe like I have my hand in my dagger, just sneak around behind my dagger.
Just need a stealth check from you, Sullivan. I'll take Bosco's 22 to roll.
Another one.
Yeah, just this is now you moving out onto the balcony to avoid the guards, not to like quietly get the doorpost. Yes, you guys both stealthily make your way down. I assume going on the same side.
Yeah.
Going left or right?
Let's go left.
Sure.
Let's go left. This side. The point to the left.
Okay.
You
I'll
begin
just follow.
creeping down. Okay, that's a couple of rounds of movement and discussion. Meanwhile, outside, you guys reach the top of the stair. You see there's a window, like probably, kind of like just around chest height to above your head to let like a lot of light in. And you see this office beyond it. There's also a door. You try the door, it just slams shut and it's been locked.
All right, window it is.
Or we could look for another way in. It's probably not just this fucking thing.
But we have the time.
I mean, I'm in no rush. If you remember, you're the one who got me. We don't even know. What's the fucking point? Fine, window. Go.
Also, I
on,
need to say thank you for coming with me.
What's the crime for breaking and entering?
I think it's a few gold pieces and at least some time spent in community service. I think.
Okay, well, I'll let you do the breaking, and I'll just do the entrance.
Yeah, sure. And she breaks down the window.
Sure. Yeah. Easily done.
And
You
climbs
smash
in.
it. It's loud. Sullivan, you and Bosco see all the guards on the floor react to the smash.
How many guys do you see?
There are...
Logan's walking back away from the door, by the way.
What are the
Thinking
guards
that was a bit loud.
wearing?
There are about 7 guards, all told, outside the actual boarding vessel itself.
Do they look like city guards, or do they look like Zentabrim? Do they look like
They're Zentrum thugs.
not to wear like a black armor, right?
Yeah,
leather
that
armor.
the black leather armor you've seen before.
Okay. Do we see anyone else of them? Just the guards.
Just the guards for now.
Oh look, whoever's after us, they made a lot of noise, so the guards are gonna go distracted. It's our chance. Let's go.
Perfect.
Okay.
And these guards, don't recognize any of these guards, or they're just like normal?
No one
don't-
you would. No one is even like super recognizable to what you would.
Okay, so just like normal.
Alrighty. So you guys smash the window and begin making your way forward, just plainly into the building.
No, Logan's walking away from the window. It's like, that was fucking loud. Just to see what reaction there is. Kind of stepping back from the building, just to see if there's anybody coming around corners, lights moving, stuff like that.
Nothing comes from outside, as far as you can tell, Logan. But Gabrielle, you do hear the sound of people coming up towards you, and Sullivan, you and Bosco would see you guys moving up the main stairwell, heading up towards your level.
Sounds somebody's definitely coming.
Yes, I don't think that's them. So I think we should get the fuck out of here. Just, personal opinion. Given that I'm
Also-
fairly unbiased, I know you're...
We could also use the distraction trying to find another way in as he suggested.
Oh, now it's a good... Oh, fuck it.
Yes, now it's a
he's,
good
he's
idea.
going to start sort of tracing the perimeter.
The only other real option you find is this like big set of sliding double doors on the ground floor. There's no windows on the ground level. Or, if you don't mind getting yourself a bit wet, it does back onto the water. The dry dock is raised, so it's been closed, but you could swim and climb up onto that wall. It's going to take a little bit of like dexterity, but you could like get yourself in.
Nope. Logan's not doing it.
Well, if you're not worried about the fall damage, you can just like throw yourself over the dry dock wall and fall like 20 foot and be like, you'll be fine. Like, it's more just it's because you gotta like get up on this like 2 foot wide wall and like edge around and then like pull yourself up onto the actual floor again with this 20-foot drop in front of you. Like, you'll swum to climb up on the narrow little ledge and then like have to shuffle around and then step in. And you can't see what's in the dry dock from your perspective because there's no obvious like angle unless you're in the water itself. But let's see. There's a few rowboats, maybe a minute or two down the docks if you were like willing to go over to
Yeet.
them.
I'm jumping.
Cool. Gabriel flows.
Sploosh.
Go on. Go roll 2 6s. My legs.
So Gabriella and Logan go for a little sploosh and begin swimming around. In
No,
that
not
time,
swimming. Not swimming. Going over the dry dock. He's not getting wet. He'll take a bit of damage. He'll try and land.
okay, so you're gonna jump from like the dry dock itself. It has like 2 short stints of pier like flanking it. So you're gonna jump from that towards the building. Make me an athletics check.
Cool. Can Gabriel help him? Like, give him.
How are you helping someone jump further, Gabriella?
Trying to.
When I
find,
get
like-
to there, put your hand on my ass. Don't know why I'm sounding like Matt Berry.
You know what? I also
Put my
point out.
hand, put
I
your
also
hand
point
on
out-
my ass,
Yes, sure.
and just push me.
Well, I also point out where to jump so you don't jump into some rebar.
Sure.
No time.
Roll again, Logan.
Nailed it.
You leap. You leap a little bit early. But lucky for you, Gabriella just like gives you a good stern shove on your back that throws you quite badly off balance. And you go tumbling forward into the dry dock with a dull thud.
Right.
Tuck and roll. Fuck.
That's
A lot of rolls there.
the 20 foot of fall damage. That's. I rolled 2 1s, a 5, and a 3, so it's not terrible. It's only 10 points.
Hang on, it's only 1d6 per 10 foot.
Oh, is it? Then you take 2 because I rolled 2 1s in a row. I was like, that's disappointing.
Right.
But you are prone down there, and Sullivan and Bosco would both see you, and probably the sudden the metal impacting the ground.
100%.
Yeah, it does.
Resonating for a good few
Yeah,
seconds.
with the big you're in like a big sunken dish, you know, like you're basically a bell.
Is that
The fucking-
the
fucking acoustics out here.
Wait, do we-
Tell you.
Oh my God,
You
don't.
guys up on the balcony as Logan is jumping through, probably time member just follows. You're like peering through the window trying to see who you can spot. You see a few people who you've seen around Davil's table before. Sat here. You see, your angle.
Orc bow.
Hmm?
It's an orc bow. Man, and a big bow.
You see from your angle, you do see the back of a figure who's sat on a far end of the table. He has a big bow strapped to his back, like slung over his shoulders. And you see, just to his left, the unmasked, kind of like, not just kind of annoyed looking face of Zvili Rosnar. She's unmasked because obviously the mask was left behind. And then you see another figure, someone kind of small, sat next to the bowman. Who's got his back to you, who you can't see. Opposite him, you see Istrid Horn, the dwarvish woman. And you see at the head of the table, Davil Starsong opposite. And they appear to be having... he seems to be talking more at Esvile, and Esvile isn't really replying much. She replies now and again, dribs and drabs, but nothing major.
So can we hear? So we can't hear the conversation, can we?
It's happening inside this barge, and you're like up, 10, 15 foot on a balcony.
Is that a way of getting there?
Yeah, you could like swing off the crane to land the roof.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do
Sure.
that.
Fuck it.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Go
Let's
for
do
it. Acrobatics checks as you swing and try to quietly land on the roof of this barge.
Go like on the banister and fucking backflip into the thing, grab it, and then come down.
Sure.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Bosco just stands on a banister and just falls
Nope.
forward.
So you watch Bosco as Sullivan shimmies up the crane support, kind of tightrope walks his way along it, just turns, grabs onto the rope, slides down it, foot on the hook, and then just slips his foot out, catches the hook in his hand, and just without even a sound, steps on the roof. You shimmy up the pole, shimmy down the pole. Okay. You kind of grab onto the rope and you swing, and as you do, you catch it right at its end. You get a bit of rope burn, lose your grip, and then panic and catch the end, and you begin swinging back and forth, just zoom, zoom.
It came in like
Like a rocky
Bosco, if you would like to try to hold your grip and not fall, you can make me an athletics check. Or you can just let yourself go.
I'll try and hold on.
Okay.
Nope.
Bosco, you...
You see, suddenly just see silently screaming,
He falls, he falls just, as the rope's at, an apex, he falls and lands, on the side. So you actually fall past one of the windows, whoop! And, you probably just, hear something what was that? Will someone please go investigate? I'll have a look. Hear people moving around inside. Apologies for the disruption. I thought this would be a bit more private. You kind of hear, now you're close, you can hear the conversation kind of happening through the wall. Meanwhile, Gabriella and Logan... Logan, you've just hit the fucking deck down here. Like, you've made quite a racket. You probably have some time before guards come. There is a ladder that climbs out of the dry dock next to you, though, so you can get yourself up into a position if you so wish.
Yeah, he'll start climbing.
Sure. So Logan begins
Just try
climbing
to
up.
keep close to walls to, cover.
Gabriella, what's your plan?
Cool. She would probably... Is there someplace she can get close enough with Misty Step?
30 foot? Yeah, you can Misty Step right into the ship. Misty Step.
Like, right into...
Not inside, so you can't see inside because there's no windows on this side, but you could get onto, like, the bow of the ship. Of the little boat.
Yeah, she'd try that.
Sure. You appear, and you kind of hear, at that point, another crash as Bosco lands. And you look up, and you see, just kind of, like, around the corner, like, prone, face down, Bosco there, like, in the porthole windows kind of above him. And you hear people moving around and shifting.
Am I interrupting something?
Bosco doesn't reply.
Oh wait, cool. Would I be able to hear that? Like, is she inside?
No, she's right next to you. On the so if you imagine the ship has like if you imagine it has like an exterior and like a raised interior in the middle, so like you can walk around the entire of the exterior, and you've like landed on that exterior bit, and she's also Misty stepped onto the bow, and you're like on like the starboard side.
Also just look at her, and then just put his face back down to the ground. Just like
looks up and then just
yeah.
If somebody catches us, and she will try and hide somewhere for the time being. Wait, hold up. Oh, yeah, she casted a leveled spell. Never mind. She'd use her action to hide.
Okay, sure. Make a stealth check. Okay. Logan, you climb out of the dry dock, heave yourself up, and you hear the sound of people coming like back, like from where the broken windows. A couple people come down to investigate, probably the couple of loud clangs and crashes that have come from. Only one of which was you. I think you would be quite mindful of. You see the gangplank maybe about 25 foot from you, just down the dry dock. If you wanted to board the ship, you see Gabriella hiding behind some boxes, and you heard her like whisper something, but you didn't see who to.
He's going right up to Gabriella. He's sticking with her.
Sure. So you cross over and make his way down. Do you want to do a stealth check, or are you just gonna?
Yes. She like put her finger on your lips.
Then yes, he would.
Yep. Go for it.
That one. Go on. Not
Pretty close.
Close.
As you step onto the ship, the clang, you hear, "This may require some more attention."
Shit, I think he may be talking about us.
She's still selling.
Lady Rosna, if you would excuse my associates for a second. Istrid, Schemo, would you have a look outside, please? Of course! Certainly. Have a nosy. And they step outside, one on each opposite end of the ship. Bosco, you, prone on the ground, are greeted by someone poking you with the blunt end, with like the hilt of their dagger. You look up and you see the alchemist, whom you acquired the potions from before, Schemo.
Like,
what are you doing here?
Smile at 80. I had a message for Starsong.
A likely story indeed. Fine. It's that Bosco one, the halfling. Yes, I know, of course. Whatever you say.
Wait, you're saying I don't have her?
Then, maybe a deception check. With disadvantage for that most half-assed. Wait, are you saying I don't have?
Let's take that way, no one. Oh, shit!
Dabble, we've got Bosco out here, I think. The halfling one. Of the troll skull lot. And Istrid Horn steps out onto the other side of the deck and looks down and sees Logan hunched behind a box. He goes,
Cool.
and we've got the human noble as well, the ginger one.
Oh shit, that's me.
Come on.
Like, seeing the jig is up, Gabriella would not leave Logan to his own devices purely.
Okay. I mean, they didn't seem to spot you, Gabriella.
But she did.
Have you found the little one and the shady one, the rapscallion? I think they're trying to meddle in your business or something. Yes, that's it, meddling, and we're stopping them. Please don't burn down our tavern. It's all I have.
Alright, I'm gonna
Literally all I have. Oh, and this armor and my name, of course.
Gabriel,
Beret and this beautiful beard. But, like, property-wise, it's my legacy.
Gabriel would probably step outside from the boxes like, afternoon, my apologies for him.
Oh, you're here as well. I didn't.
Yes, just arrived. Did I miss anything? I heard there was some meeting of sorts.
Istrid will just sigh. You are, without doubt, the worst contractors we have ever employed.
But you
What
have
is happening?
employed. Wait,
Where-
no, fuck that's not.
You haven't played yet.
I have you
what is
fired.
this-
You haven't seen our last person. He looks up the Sully.
She kicks the gangplank off the ship so it just falls, and now surrounding the ship there's a 10-foot wide like drop basically on all sides.
Don't be scared. We can just jump. It's fine. It doesn't hurt.
Can I, now that everyone is outside, can I try to sneak in and go into the room where Davu is?
Sure, you can make this number.
Because-
Maybe never stealth checks. It'd be quite difficult to do because you're literally going to slip past both Schemo or Istrid to get through one of the two doors.
Fuck. Give me not 20! Not 20!
And who are you going for as well?
Go!
Clip that.
Sullivan,
A
like,
rose.
quietly has just been going to ground throughout this entire, like, encounter, going to shit. And he just, like, rolls himself, like down, like, to where the doors are.
So crawling the floor.
And then, like, like crawls down, and it's just, like, roll off the top, so he can, like, roll back in quickly. And he just rolls off the top, and he just kicks Schemo in the head. Your fucking head! As he lands prone, rolls inside, and you just feel a boot go on your chest, and Davil's just looking down, so...
Aha! Hello!
Okay, can we get this over with?
You're gonna burn down the tavern.
And there's a little snake perched on Davil's neck, and you see in one hand he's got this little note attached to it, and he just goes like, Yagra told me to expect you 30 seconds ago.
He got
Well,
very nice boots, by the way. Very nice.
Thank you there, designer. Please, a seat. And he gestures. And you notice you are in, and the rest of you are all kind of ushered in as well at this point by your various
I gotta look at Rose now. Like,
captures.
Hey,
So, to give you an idea of what you're looking at here, there's a long banqueting table, very, very fine, set up in the middle of this room, with large, like, very fine chairs all along it, a matching set. The table itself has a magnificent spread, a large roast boar in the center, big plates of salad, a selection of cured meats, cheeses, wines, water, ale, all just kind of like plattered along the table, and a few settings set. There aren't settings set for you initially, but Dabble does gesture, and a few of the guards who had like been posted outside eventually make their way back over. You hear the sound of like another gangplank being like deployed from the other side, and they eventually come back over, and they clear a few spaces for you and pull up a few chairs. Not as fine as the ones that were originally there, but you are all permitted to sit at the table. And yeah, you see that Isvili has a nice fine plate of food in front of her, which has been lightly moved around. None of her food has had a bite taken out of it. She's not bound. She is sat. The half-orc with the bow is sat right next to her. with a dagger, like just like on the table next to him, not on his hand. And you can see every now and again she keeps eyeing it up, like as if waiting for an opportunity to go for it, but like never really had the chance. And yeah, you see Ziraj, Istrid, Schemo, and Davil. And then as they kind of just cleared you all spaces and all, there's one empty chair that has not yet been filled. And then sitting down in it, you see a human woman, captain of the guard, dressed, sits down. I believe you know Tashlin.
Yes, we had the pleasure of meeting.
Indeed.
Oh yes, the neutral, independent one.
Mhm.
Yes. Smelled that one a mile away.
She had no ill wishes towards you.
Well, not as nothing
Does
rare.
that mean that you do?
I haven't quite made my mind up yet.
I'm sure we can persuade you. I'll be quiet.
Please look at
So,
When I said I was expecting to, when I said I was wishing to arrange a meeting, I didn't expect to stumble upon one soon. Well, anyway, let's make the most of it.
Indeed. Please enjoy the food. Everything is to die for.
Oh, no, I read a
already had
story
dinner, I'm
about
okay,
Lana.
thank you very much.
I see what you did there.
I've got a very, very bad heartburn, so can't. No, thank you.
He like laughs and he
I'll have some wine if
he
possible.
very promptly he grabs a fork and he like lean over the table towards where you're sat. Something you probably sat quite close to him, and he like impales like probably the closest like bit of like meat to you. He pulls it up. Divine drops the fork with a clatter.
Maybe I have some of that one.
But
And
it's
yeah, there's some wine poured and things, and it's like, although it's quite, it's like they've tried to do it up like a noble dinner, and like, you know, the guards are there, and like, you know, you're like, I'll have some wine, and they're like, okay, and like they'll pick up like a bottle, and they're like very shakily pouring it, like really, it's not really good service at all, but like they're trying.
We're trying.
This is so quaint. It's like a reenactment. It's like they're cosplaying it being good.
Well,
I want to look to the orc and kind of give him like a nice little nod, just like I'm really hoping you got a message.
I did get it indeed, and I suppose I have to thank you. You did give me ample opportunity to slip in the back and simply remove her from your presence.
Well, speaking of which, I believe
Can we
have
hear
much to
this?
discuss.
Yeah, he's just sitting at the table.
Oh, good. I'm so glad that Bosco left the back doors open so that, yep, that's what we talked about, isn't it, Bozzy?
The plan went exactly like we discussed.
What plan? When did you even have time to discuss?
That is a very good question, honestly.
Yes, look, yes, it worked very well.
You literally...
Bosco would just interrupt them all.
Anyway, I don't
It wasn't a
Gabby,
plan.
Gabby, you weren't there for the whole time.
Exactly.
fair.
It wasn't a plan they initially knew. I saw an opportunity, her life over ours, at the festival, and I chose ours.
Okay, Bobby, if you're gonna fucking sell us out, at least, lead with that rather than us making us look like fucking fools.
Yes.
Hey, I see you guys as valuable assets, and I don't want to lie to Mr. Starsong here. I want to know I'm very truthful to him at all
I can
times.
show you just how a valuable asset can f you up. Jesus.
Now look at
Alright.
Bosco.
And how exactly does that happen, Gabby? It sounds like you're threatening him when you're not really in any position to be threatened,
At one point, perhaps. In the future.
There's no perhaps in him, my friend. Look at this. Look like he's surrounded by his friends. You have to be careful what you say.
Davil has a
you're
little
basically
sip
just
of some wine.
telling this gang.
No, that wasn't to Davil, that was to Bosco specifically.
Oh, okay, that's okay then.
Okay, but you're telling this gang that you are going to be a big problem for one of their important people. I assume, Bosco, you've got some sort of fucking promotion.
I've been under a lot of stress, so could we please just get to the
I mean,
important
do you
matters?
see they have the captain
Oh,
of
that's
the
it.
guards in here?
Impatience.
There's not going to be much help
Yes.
coming to us.
Perhaps.
Impatience is an incredible virtue when it comes to tense negotiations, Gabby. Good job. Don't mind us, we're just doing a bit of infighting. We always do this. It's like a
Yeah.
little bit.
No, it's fine. It's quite healthy. Most groups tend to. We, the Doom Raiders, experience quite a bit across the board. Cashlin's a vegetarian. Schemo doesn't believe in vegetables. It's a whole thing. It goes back and forth.
Doesn't believe that fucking tracks, doesn't it? Wait, aren't your potions like mostly vegetable? Ignore me. Are they just solid pre-brewed potions then that grow in the ground?
What? What do you mean?
Aren't potions full of like magical vegetables and herbs and shit?
Yes, herbs, not vegetables. Big difference. Have you ever
Well-
seen a carrot? I didn't think so.
No, I know, I've seen a few cucumbers in my time.
I don't think those are vegetables.
Are they?
What are they?
Well, I need to rewrite my CV.
Anyway.
Are they a fruit? They're like tomatoes. I've seen tomatoes before.
No,
Oh,
tomatoes
God,
are
not this
definite-
again. Please, can we
tomatoes are
not?
Definitely vegetables. Otherwise, they'd be in a fruit salad. I say confidently.
Like, just Dabble kind of sighs and was like, look, what you have to understand is before we were a faction of the Zentrum, were an adventuring group like yourselves. And we had things that we had to get done, and we can feel whenever you're a group of people who are out for one, it is hard to be out for all sometimes. We think that there's a bit of distrust in your group, and therefore we felt it was appropriate whenever you didn't feel the need to share the truth with my diplomat to simply remove the problem from you.
Well,
Zaraj kind of like taps. Can see through walls.
huh?
Not very good whenever you're saying you don't have someone or know where they are.
Perhaps. We weren't utterly dishonest. The fact that the Black Viper would not interfere was at least on our to-do list, and was something that we were arranging before you kidnapped her.
Yes, we didn't really have a chance to, catch up as a group. We got accosted as soon as we returned home by several dozen gnomes, half-folk,
Dwarves,
short humans, dwarves. I think there were some elf children there. It was a sea of little things, and they're very tenacious,
No, I'm aware. I was there waiting. Maybe not half an hour after you got home.
Splendid.
That makes
How
sense.
wonderful.
So yes, so
I mean-
with the arrival of your unbiased, independent, neutral associate here, we didn't really have a chance to get on the same page, which I'm sure you'll understand is quite important. Whether you make good decisions or bad decisions, you want to make decisions as a group.
Especially dealing in matters like these.
Indeed. Well, it matters not. Myself and your sister have come to some kind of arrangement, I think. Oh, we nearly had before we were rudely interrupted.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of fell, and everything, like my whole brain, just kind of wobbled.
Sylvia would look to Sfile and try to make an insight check if her sister is alright with this proposal that is about to be submitted, or
Yeah.
if she's
Go for it.
strong.
Before? She doesn't look best pleased, but she doesn't look like disheartened, I think. Be the best way to describe it. Without her verbally telling you how she feels about it. Quite difficult to gauge, because you don't even know what he might be about to reveal or
Yes. Could I use the symbol after she finds out what's about to be said?
I mean, yeah, but there's the thing, it's she doesn't look like she looks displeased, but she doesn't look disheartened. That's what you get.
Cool.
Or whatever the outcome. Yes, she's going to remain here in this very fine accommodation.
You understand at the start of the song that if the Viper here wasn't taken today, I would have came to you this evening to discuss further matters about what to do with her.
Whether that is or is not the case, Mr. Longfellow, There are some issues with distrust here, not just among your own group, but among your employment to myself. I'm trying to run a somewhat legitimate business here.
Logan has a little laugh,
Yeah.
kind of himself.
No offense. Well, carry on. Sorry.
But as I was saying, your sister Izvile will remain here for
For
2
my
days.
My connection's cutting.
2 days.
For 2 days. To ensure that her conflict of interest doesn't conflict my interests. In exchange, if she plays ball, she will not be restricted by any means. There will simply be one guard whom she must check in with every 2 hours. The doors will be unlocked. She'll be free to move around this warehouse as she sees fit. I just ask she doesn't leave this warehouse. The boat we're on has been outfitted with a full accommodation for her, food, and the guard posted can also cater and fetch supplies for her if absolutely necessary to meet her needs.
Will I be able to visit?
Of course.
Wonderful. And lastly,
In
may
exchange,
I-
she will be... If she plays ball, I will grant her some access to my assets, and if our goals can align, I was trying to explain to her what bad things might arise if she continued on her path. She still struggles to see why that would be bad, but she is only one person.
May you perhaps inform us of this conflict of interest you mentioned? Maybe you could shed some insight on this whole thing.
I'm going to be arrested tomorrow night by the city guard. They've just announced a warrant to my arrest. It's going to happen. She was seeking to stop this from taking place. I am trying to use it as a genuine chance to meet with the lords of Waterdeep and prove to them that not all members of the Zentrum here are responsible for this violence. My hope is in a couple of weeks from now, maybe a month, I'll be walking the streets as a free man, and my group will be given a bit of a pardon and polite ignore, at least for a little bit, if we can manage to clean up this mess with the Xanathar and the other group of the Zentrum. She was going to stop this from happening. Some old feud she had with the member of the Watch who runs the dockboard. I believe you've met.
Oh, that one, yes. She would like look this well up. Had a run-in?
I've had a few run-ins with Staggett myself, yeah. A bit of a dick.
Yeah, he's a asshole, isn't he?
But yeah, he's finally gotten a warrant for Davil here, and I was thinking if I could just keep Davil from getting caught, I was going to string up a few of his guards, make a bit of a fool of them, and let Davil run away. But that seems to be something he doesn't want. But I feel like him going away is going to be more of a problem. It will be totally fine. I have calculated for most possibilities. If I don't go away, we're going to have a bigger issue of all the Zens being painted with the same brush, and more of my men are going to end up behind bars.
I understand that, actually. And perhaps, I understand that we are not as trustworthy as you'd wish, but I understand why you wish to go through this plan. I also want to seek for the streets of Waterdeep to know a bit of peace once more from the gang violence. And this does seem like a way to achieve that, to some extent. And, yes.
No,
What can I say?
go on. You need to.
I just wish for this to come to a bit of an end, and perhaps to play some part in it as well, for reasons I can't divulge. So if I can help in any way with dealing with this opposite Zentrum faction and bringing at least some amount of peace and order to the streets of Waterdeep again, I will be more than happy to offer some of my aid, depending on the kind of assignment.
Good. Whenever I am behind bars, face-to-face meetings will be out of the question. It will implicate yourselves in something much bigger that you need to be worried about. Tashlin will send messages via flying snakes to your tavern to be, as it were, with any updates or work or anything of that sort. We're taking a massive
Devil,
risk trusting you here. All I ask is you find some way to fucking trust each other. Because if you don't, soon, those snakes will never arrive, and I will deal with this problem, as I was dealing with it before half of you were in Waterdeep.
Fair enough. And she would extend her right hand.
I just have one question, if you don't mind. You say that you need her here for 2 days, but you'll be behind bars for most of that. Why not just let her go once you've been arrested?
I'm in a small holding cell probably for the first 24 hours before they can finally move me up to somewhere in the castle ward more secure. It's simply to ensure that she doesn't attempt some kind of breakout. Not that I distrust her, but I do admire her ambition.
Security is security. Yes, I understand.
I
Devil, I
assume you've got some kind of legal representation to, manage this. Because what you also need is like a public relations, to spin your little crew here different to the rest of the, what do you call yourself, the Zents?
Zentrum, Zents, Black Network, we have many names.
Yeah, you kind of need to unify the brand first. The point is, I know people, I know what makes people tick, I know how to get around these places. If you need me to, paint a good picture of you in the city, just let me know.
I'll keep it in mind. Right now,
Wonderful.
public face isn't something we're super into, but maybe in future once the other half are dealt with.
Yes.
Before this conversation ends, I do have a question. I asked for assistance, you see. Our group had a dealing with the Xanathar not too long ago, and we met a creature that's not from this place. I would like to investigate further how he left and create this portal. Would you possibly be able to lend us some men to maybe help me to investigate this further? As well as obviously, helping our party out to investigate this further to this hideout.
What hideout in particular are you talking about?
Is the map up?
It was very stinky.
I believe. Yes. It was in the. I can't remember. Was it the Fisker? No, it's not the Fisker. Smithy. Who was it? Was it close to the Secured Dragon? I can't remember where exactly the entrance was because I haven't got my notes on me.
It was
But
around
yeah,
the back of...
We've got Cannondale Lane, but I mean, I'm talking about the underground, the dungeon move.
The entrance was near the
Yeah.
Zentrum hideout, near the Street of
Oh, yeah.
Curtains.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But the thing was, you then travel through the sewers for an hour, following marks on
Yeah.
walls.
Which I marked as well.
If I could. I'm not sure if you saw the message, but Rob will have to be clocking out soon, I think.
I need to shoot in a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's fine. I'm gonna wrap
forgot
it
to
up.
bring it to the attention. So
The hideout was around Book Street by Candle Lane. We went to the sewers for a couple of hours. I marked the proper directions how to get back to the hideout, the secret hideout they had underground. But the how they use these portals don't sit right with me. I'm wondering if we can investigate further to bring the Xanathar into light. More about what they're actually doing.
Make me a precision check. I'm on light.
Oh, I'm not good at these, but no.
With all due respect, Mr. Brandybuck, we don't want this conflict with the Xanathar. It's bad for business. Any probing into that you can do on your own accord as independent contractors.
As you wish.
But I wish you luck. Well, we will be going. If you wish to have the barge a bit longer, you're more than welcome. You're not being kicked
I will
out.
stay here for a few moments longer, if that's no issue.
He stands. I hope you manage to sort out this inner party rigmarole that you've got going on. Believe me, it happens to the best of us. And he like looks from a couple members of his group and goes like, "Come on, let's go."
We'll do our best. Farewell.
They rise and they all kind of begin heading out. And yeah, as do most of the guards. One guard, as true to his word, remains, but stays just outside the room near the gangplank, like sat on the chair. He's like steam through the window. And as you all sit there at the table with Esvile, that's what we're gonna stop for tonight.
Cool.
Thank you for the session. Great fun.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye-bye.